California, number 16, Morgan Graves. And that libero, 5'7" freshman from Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, number 20, Talita Gonzalez. Athletic trainer from
for the Bulldogs.
Torres likes to get the ball out fast. This pass rush is going to be put to the test here for Waialua. This is 3rd and 5. 5 on the drop. The throw is caught. Good for a first down for Noah Sullivan. 3 targets to him, and Sullivan already getting some major activity to the 33-yard line.
The Sullivan show here early. He has been the main guy. Wide open on the perimeter, over the middle. Nice moves. It looked like he was going to lose yardage.
Gaspar the run here. He'll take it to the 30-yard line. Kama McKeek likes to typically go with pace here. He has a nice mix of the run and the pass. The last time we saw him and this offense against Waialua, tied the game at one point. Then Waialua had an avalanche of an offense. From there on out, lost 55-7. This one dropped by Christian Kiheva, the senior. And a late flag comes out. Maybe a continuation on that after Sky Hirota was guarding him. Question is, if it was late, I don't know how malicious that was. That just kind of looked incidental here.
Yeah. Yeah, that did not look like much.
After the play, personal foul, 12 defense.
Wow.
15-yard penalty results in a first down.
Wow.
Let's see if there was anything extra out of this. I mean, from up here where we were. Okay, so ball's out.
I mean, he shoves him, but they're inbounds.
Yeah, I would disagree with that. I don't think it was extremely excessive.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Shoving is fine in football.
You shove me all the time. Takes it to the red zone. Here comes Ikaika Torres. To the right, he gets tripped up. Man, Fujishige already 3 tackles so far in this opening drive. But we're seeing that fight that you nailed at the top of the show, man, from Waialua here.
Yeah, they are, they made mistakes early. The fumble killed them. But here they are. I mean, they're not going to give up. They're going to continue to play hard. And Fujishige does such a nice job. Arm under the blocker, squares up, makes a great tackle.
So more utilized on the defensive side. He can play offense as well. After the tackle for loss, makes it 2nd down and 11.
Ready. Go.
Yeah, penalty flag down, man. They're really trying to jump on the snap, and some miscommunication on that defensive side.
Encroachment, defense, 5-yard penalty, still 2nd down.
It's the 3rd one here in this opening defensive drive for the Bulldogs. You see legend Lindley Molina.
That's a big boy, 6'1", 290. He's going to anchor the middle of the D-line and the O-line all night long.
Chargers have a game against Kaimuki after this, before they have Roosevelt a couple weeks after that. And on the give, it's Gaspar. Near the first down line, legend Lindley Molina comes in to make the tackle. Gaspar coming off 5 carries and 20 yards in that 21-point win over McKinley last week.
That was the ball came out at the end there. Molina caused the fumble, but again, in the pile, the referee did not see it.
Rolled down. This makes it 1st and goal officially. 1st and goal. Now another flag. Kind of unusual here to see this many potential encroachment calls, but was it initiated by the offense? Let's see.
Encroachment, Defense,
Wow.
half the distance to the goal,
That's
still first
4
down.
encroachment. I mean, this is the 4th game. Usually you have most of that, out of the way. To have 4 on the first drive on your 4th game is very unusual.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Gaspar the back here.
No. Ready. Go.
First and goal, Torres to the air and caught for the touchdown. Christian Kiheva. 3rd of the season.
That big offensive line giving Torres all the time in the world. Actually, prior to the snap, the right guard, number 63, Nofo, looked like he moved a little. But it went undetected, so a touchdown.
And John Christian Wilson, who's only missed 2 extra points all season. Part of the Rush 09 Soccer Club. He's a good slide tackler. First year playing football. And before all of that, some extra shifting.
Look at the trees in the background, the scenery at Pearl City.
Encroachment.
You gotta love
Defense, half the distance, replay the try.
I mean, right behind the school here, there's trails, and there's a lot of people go pig hunting.
Have you ever?
In the no, well, not here. I have before, but not here.
You actually went pig hunting, really?
Yeah, I did. I was a kid. I didn't know what I was doing. I was forced to.
Who forces a child to pig hunt?
My brother forced me.
Oh, I got you.
Peer pressure.
Here's the lefty kicker, Christian Wilson. Up a high snap, good recovery, and that one is clean. Knocks it through. All the penalties, 5 of them in total on the opening drive for the Bulldogs. AIDS, Torres, and Christian Kiheva. And the Chargers offense as PC strikes first blood.
My parents started the first Bale sandwich in Chinatown. Real dreams start with an idea and can grow for generations. When you're told it can't be done, don't listen. Can a mom and pop leave a legacy? We are. Can you live the American dream? You can.
For 100 years, American Savings Bank has invested in our community. We're here to make your dreams possible. American Savings Bank.
This is it.
This is where our family is from?
Well, it's where I first told your mom I like her after school one day.
What did she say?
I ordered chili.
I want chili. I thought our family came from Mililani.
The packs are back. The Vegas pack, loaded with all-time Hawaii favorites. The popular Surf Pack and Surf Pack Deluxe, now with furikake. Available daily for a limited time. Hurry and pack it on today.
Friday, Hawaii and Utah Valley face off as the Outrigger Invitational continues. Rainbow Wahine Volleyball on OC 16, exclusively on Spectrum.
Well, there you see the Chargers scoring drive, 2:03 in total. Christian Kiheva, number 1, made the catch here for the Chargers, his 3rd of the season. And there you see Robin Kami and company, coaching in his 112th game as the Pearl City head coach. Waialua coughed up the football, then had 5 penalties. This is a pooch kick and a fair catch called right at around the 37-yard line. Ryan Sato, good job to squeeze that one in as the rain has re-entered Bino Neves Stadium. Officially, they'll mark it at the 40-yard line.
This is a nightly occurrence. Every day it rains in Pearl City. Every day, no matter what.
Okay, well, I don't know if the horse should get it. Also, his hands are purple, but the actual horse is a different color. But I love the effort, though.
Horses should get wet. Come on.
Yes. If you learn anything from today, that's that. From the 40-yard line, Emery Avila back on for his 2nd series. On the move, here comes Caden Soriano Pascual. He's only 5'2", he's only a $110. His nickname is Bullet for a guy who played some JPS ball. The last 2 seasons, he was the water boy on this Waialua team, and he gets his first catch of the night for a gain of 3.
Well, he is electric. You can see when you're 5'2", 110, you better be fast because they're coming after you.
Yeah, he was a handful for Eagle Valley, team from Colorado, as you mentioned, to deal with on the offensive side because he finds a soft spot of the defense, and he's just very shifty in space. 2nd and 7, and through the hands of Soriano Pascual, incomplete. I think one of the things that you learn, especially when you're that young, and he is a freshman, is that when a pass goes out like that, you want to continue that play and at least secure the ball because you never really know when this potentially could be ruled as a lateral. It was forward, though.
Yeah, it could cost you a game.
Emery Abilla, soccer athlete, grew up in Waialua. He came to Waialua his sophomore year. A couple of the guys that are on this team, he went to Iliahi Elementary with. Those are the other 2. They're leaders in this group. Jaclutes Ramos and Hogan Guerrero. Abilla tries to work the stick. This ball is pulled in. Bryson Williams was there, and he ended up about a yard shy of the first down at the 49-yard line. Travis Corpuz does a good job to push him out of bounds.
Nice protection here and a nice throw and catch. Good grab here. Well executed. You got to go for it.
You know, you might have to, I think. Close, you know, he was right on that first down line too, and then I want to see where that ball was. It's 4th and 1. Oh, it's through the hands of Abilla. It's kicked around. He kicked it himself, and the soccer athlete tried to bat it forward, and a penalty flag is down, maybe for an illegal kick and bat. There's a massive pileup here at the 43.
All right, are you going to call kicking or batting? Because both occurred, seemed like it.
And you're going to see it here, and he tried to get this thing forward, right there. And the flag came from the near sideline. And either way, it's going to be Pearl City ball nonetheless.
It would be wild if you could kick the ball. That's part of the rules.
But during play, right?
After the play, personal foul, Waialua, 15-yard penalty, first down, Pearl City.
And that's what that penalty is about.
I wanted him to name the penalty. Is it kicking?
Right there. Now that looked like an intentional kick too.
I love it.
Takes it to the 30-yard line. And so a couple of costly turnovers here early on for Waialua. So it's Aiden Minami, the new running back here. And a short field for the Chargers to work with. Kama McKeague changing the play call now. Four in the pattern, a shot down the field for Teixeira, incomplete. Well, Teixeira, that's the money man too. Averaging 16 a grab this year, would have been his 5th touchdown. Got behind the defense. That ball sailed a little long.
Yeah, he had a couple of steps on the defenders. Great protection. Look at the ball spin. Torres just laying it out there, just a little overthrown.
Robin Kami's been very pleased with what Case Teixeira has done this year, essentially in his first full year of varsity ball. A 10th grader who has 3 touchdowns, or caught a touchdown in all 3 games that he's played this year. Fake the give. Noah Sullivan in space. A block from Teixeira was enough, but he gets taken out of bounds. Not a lot of room out there. Jensen Fujishige, a tackling machine.
Man, Fujishige is a very impressive cornerback. He patrols that side. He comes up quickly. He can evade blocks. He's a great leg tackler.
Already 4 tackles already, 1 for loss for Fujishige, and another money down for the defense, 3rd and 5. Work it short. Teixeira gets eaten up. Where are they going to spot him? A tackle there by Fujishige. It's going to be a yard shy of the first down at the 21. We're a fourth down coming up now.
Fujishige gives him the cushion, but not enough for him to move the sticks here. Nice reaction and tackle.
Of course, you got to go for it. AJ Garrido's the back, and Torres is going to fire it, and it's incomplete. Fujishige almost got the pick. It was intended for Teixeira, and a win here for Waialua's defense as they get the ball back on downs.
It's been the Fujishige show. I mean, not only did he make every tackle on the perimeter, but he almost came up with an interception here. That ball sailed high, and Fujishige just went right through his hands.
It wouldn't be the first time he would have gotten an interception on TV. He had one in the double overtime win last year on OC 16 against Kalaheo. And that's just huge for confidence, I would imagine, here for a Waialua team that, you know, had some positives here and there, but trailing 7-0 right now. 6:43 to go, and Emery Abilla in the offense gets it back here for the 21. On the ground, Jason Powell. Love Jason Powell's toughness too, by the way. Fourth year of the varsity team. His brother Tyson Apau is a former Waialua quarterback. He's the youngest of 5 Apau kids, which includes Tyson, Hunter, Caleb, Kamu, who's over Kamehameha. I was like, what does your brothers teach you? He's like, no, be scared.
Well, he's 185 pounds, so that's a big back in D2, and he is very strong.
And he's a great student and kind of a headstrong kid, and kind of a guy that you want leading you into battle, too, for the honorable mention selection last year. On the swing out, the throw here for Soriano. And Soriano Pascual going to hang on to that ball. Can't wait to see how he develops over these next 3 years, because he's earned his stripes playing JPS ball at Waialua and then helping out the team a year ago. Now he's getting some spotlight.
I mean, he is so quick. He's like a Manjito. He just has so much speed and energy. I love it.
Manjito, for our listening audience, is?
It's a tiny bird that lives in your lawn, on your lawn, and they very speedy and quick and
nice.
Little and cute.
And there's a big run. Ain't cute at all. That's just rugged. To the 39, Travis Corpuz on Apau. And there's the first down run here for Apau.
And this is the guy, Apau. They have to get him going. I mean, he is a powerful runner, a north-south guy, a Civil War guy. He just goes straight north and south.
From the 39. Abilla right back to Apau on the right side. That's an area where Pearl City hasn't done too well in run defense this year. UN finally makes the tackle, but if guys like Apau can gash him for 8 on first down, it's a good sign here. It's going to be a lot taxing for the guys in the trenches tonight.
Well, Apau, he had a big smile, and he's like, give me the ball. I want more.
His vision's gotten a lot better, too. He got a little banged up in the game against Eagle Valley. In part of the reason why the many injuries racked up, as coming across there was Viliotu Mafi. This could be a free first down for the Bulldogs.
Encroachment on the defense, 5-yard penalty. Results in a first down.
And so Waialua had a game against Roosevelt, a scheduled game last Friday. Had to forfeit that one because of just all the injuries that have racked up. Need that extra week to get healthy. They did get healthy. And Emery Abilla says, you know, we're very prideful, and we play for our school, and we love Waialua. And that's one of the things that's kept this team motivated moving forward, despite losing 3 games this year. Four receivers here for Abilla. First and 10. And Abilla to the air and into the arms of Hayes Ramos. They love that route, too. Cut it right back to the middle to the 42-yard line. Gain of 5. UN makes the tackle.
You know, I really like this attack right now. They're running the ball. with power, with a pow, and then these perimeter screens forcing the Pearl City defense to not only solidify and run fit every gap up the middle, but also forcing them to defend horizontally as well.
Cor Reyes had a run on the field. He's the defensive end. They only had 10 guys to the Chargers. Now finally set as Abila scrambling and firing. And this is, oh my goodness, for Sky Hirota. Sticky hands. Gets to the big line at the 35. Gain of 7, first down here for the Bulldogs. Wow.
Wow, Hirota, he definitely snags this. You know, it's a rollout, and the ball is thrown on the opposite side of where Hirota was expecting it. But he just turned and snags it. Wow. Beautiful job.
Hirota 445 receiving yards last year.
Beautiful. That is a highlight reel catch.
The 35, Abila fires for Soriano Pascual, who got past the first wave, and bullet slips by everybody. Iosefa Miller makes the tackle. And the Waialua offense humming right now.
What a drive so far. This is well executed, the RPO. And this bullet is shining right now.
Sometimes it's a harder guy to tackle. When he's just so shifty and just weaving and sifting through. Got it there. Abila 7 of 8, 58 yards. And a timeout by Pearl City. 1 minute 42 seconds to go here in the opening quarter. And Waialua driving for the tie.
This Spectrum OC16 sports presentation is sponsored by Pizza Hut and Taco Bell.
The new Crafted Flats from Pizza Hut. 5 handcrafted recipes with more toppings, all for you. There's no reason not to get one or try all 5. New Crafted Flats are just $5 each till 5 p.m. and available till close. Only from Pizza Hut.
The Honda Odyssey, where modern design meets family fun. So versatile and practical, there's something for everyone. Take a test drive today. Get the all-new 2025 Honda Odyssey EXL passenger van for only $226 a month.
Honda Windward will make a believer out of you.
New crafted flats from Pizza Hut are just $5 each till 5 p.m. Choose from 5 handcrafted recipes you won't want to share.
Mom!
And you don't have to. The new crafted flats, just $5 each till 5 p.m. and available till close. Only at Pizza Hut.
Take all the great OC16 action with you on the go with the Spectrum News app. All the latest local sports, news, and weather that matter most to you. You can download it now wherever you get your apps. We're in the home of, we're in Darren Hernandez's neighborhood, huh?
Yep, there's my house right there.
I see it. And there's a guy who is hoping to build a championship house now in his 5th season with the program. Gary Wirtz got the Waialua job 11 weeks before the 2021 season. Since then, he has been great. Helped leading this group. Waialua, who had their first football season in 1940. It's one of the more historic programs you'll find in the OIA. Looking downfield, looking here for Ramos. And Ramos got it for a touchdown.
Waialua, what an answer. What a drive, are you kidding me? Mixing it up, RPOs, runs, perimeter screens, great pass protection. That was a beautiful drive. Abila just hangs it up beautifully.
The thing is, Waialua does not have a kicker really whatsoever on this team. So pretty much a lot of their scores this year, nearly all of them, they've gone for conversion attempts. And here's one now. A big drive that took more than 5 minutes off the clock. Ramos, bottom of your screen. Abila fires, caught for the conversion, Hirota, and the Bulldogs have the lead.
It must be those gray pants. Those are really sweet. The red tops and the gray pants, they are swagging it out right now.
What an answer back, huh, from the Bulldogs.
Great job.
They get the defense to get the ball back, turnover on downs, then the touchdown to Hayes Ramos. Hey, you. I've given them the lead. 8-7 Bulldogs.
Popeye's wings got better. Now available in spicy and mild, sauced and dry rub, bone-in and boneless. With Popeye's wings, you can enjoy bold flavor while controlling the heat.
Love that chicken from Popeyes.
I'm Angela Lee Pucci, former MMA world champion. I'm here to share that living clean is powerful. No drugs, no drinking, just healthy outlets. There was a time I felt lost. Jiu-Jitsu gave me a way to clear my head, to feel strong without pretending, to connect without saying a word. Choose your outlet, not alcohol. You don't need to fight for a medal, just fight to be you.
Popeye's wings got better. Now available in spicy and mild, sauced and dry rub, bone-in and boneless. With Popeye's wings, you can enjoy bold flavor while controlling the heat.
Love that chicken from Popeyes.
Saturday, 2 elite programs step under the spotlight in a matchup made for prime time. St. Louis, Mililani, Hawaii Prep Football only on OC 16, exclusively on Spectrum.
Hayes Ramos came to Waialua prior to last season beginning. It's his second year with the Bulldogs after coming over from Lelehui. He finds a lot of great inspiration from his mom, Verena, his uncle, Tiny, and his sister, Kiana, too. He said, you know, they've been my rocks, really, my motivations. He has much higher energy this year and has a great connection with Emery Abella. Those guys knew each other since elementary school, and that's why that timing and that connection has worked so well the last 2 seasons. Ramos 4 touchdowns a year ago. He gets the one to put Waialua ahead. There's Jeremiah Clark to kick this one away. Again, there's not a lot of pure kickers on this team. There are soccer guys. And Clark just sweeps the leg from the 15. Christian Kiheva. And Kiheva trying to slice his way through the middle of the field before Ryan Sato comes in to make the tackle at the 32-yard line. When you're a Waialua team coach and you're the underdog on paper and you haven't won a game, how satisfying is a touchdown in a play like that?
Well, it's the way they did it. They marched down the field. They turned it over twice. One of them was the ridiculous kicking of the football. I mean, it was almost comical. But they honestly, they didn't look like a serious football team at that point. But what an answer. They looked great. They just... that was a beautiful drive, well put together.
And now Pearl City has to try and answer back. And someone had to grab the tee, or someone grabbed something where the back judge was. That's why we have a brief delay. Actually was the kicking tee. A safety issue. You don't want anybody running like a post or anything and then tripping on that thing. From the 32, Torres floats it for Noah Sullivan. And Sullivan, it's ripped down to the ground. Jensen Fuji Shige.
Oh my God.
7 tackles in this first period alone.
What I don't get is he's such a lockdown corner, and he's done such a great job, but they keep throwing and testing him. I mean, unless the other guy is Deion Sanders on the other side, they keep testing Fujishige, and he's been up for the task.
Flag down. We're going to get another encroachment. I think Kaipo Suenaka Manor's got a cross.
Encroachment, defense, 5-yard penalty. Still second down.
Kaika Torres, as we mentioned, remember he had the concussion. They probably could have played against Moana Lua, but they sat him out an extra week just for safety precautions. Of course, they lost that game 55-7. When he came back, man, did he put on a show with 4 touchdowns, 281 yards, 27 of 51 throwing the ball. And here's Torres, pumping, firing, downfield, long ball, Texture incomplete, guarded by Kahalevai.
I think one of the big things that I look at is that with this big offensive line, you got two capable backs in the backfield, and they haven't really ran the football. I think that this Pearl City team would be much more effective if they were more balanced, because you got guys like Garrido. I mean, you got guys that can run the ball. Gaspar.
In a yard here, Torres. Oh, this one going way high for Abendanio. And Abendanio with a flag down gets spun to the near sideline. Jason Powell comes in to twirl him. We got to check the marker in the area of a hold.
Yeah, and another pass on 3rd and 1 with that big O-line, thinking that maybe they're going to try to run it, but no. And a pass behind the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, I think you're right, though, Coach. I mean, situations like that with that line, I think you got to run the ball.
Personal foul, offense number 70. 15-yard penalty from the previous spot, still 3rd down.
Not even a hold, a personal foul. It's on Tomasi Tonga, which places at the 26-yard line. Chargers looking a little discombobulated here. 5 receivers, no backs. Torres steps up. Torres trying to lead and through in traffic, almost there by Ramos, who jumped the route. Alohi Gaspar was the target. And it's 4th down. And the Chargers have to punt. Oh, man, dangerous ball in double coverage, too.
And Pearl City with only 2 rushing attempts for their running back. Everything else is a pass.
And coming back down again, Lee's got a punt. And kick it away here from Jeremiah Clark, and this ball will tumble at around the 35-yard line. If it sits there, it's a punt of 39. That takes us to the end of the quarter. A little Thursday night football action for you here. A couple of fumbles taken advantage of by the Chargers. Shinky Heva gets the first touchdown of the game. Hayes Ramos answers back with a conversion. It's the Bulldogs on top by 1 after 1.
This is it.
This is where our family is from?
Well, it's where I first told your mom I like her after school one day.
What did she say?
I ordered chili.
I want chili. I thought our family came from Mililani.
The packs are back. The Vegas pack, loaded with all-time Hawaii favorites. The popular Surf Pack and Surf Pack Deluxe, now with furikake. Available daily for a limited time. Hurry and pack it on today.
Wow. You should really go to design school.
I mean, I have been saving. Am I ready for this? Yes. Yes!
With First Hawaiian Bank, your goals are our goals. We help you manage your money, earn cash back, and stay on track. Digital tools and services, all designed for you when you bank on the best. First Hawaiian Bank. It all starts with yes.
Saturday, Hawaii returns home for a matchup against Sam Houston. Catch it on Spectrum Sports, your home for Rainbow Warrior football.
All right, so here's why Waialua was the home team at Pearl City. So they just laid in new grass out there. That thing is settling. So pretty much this entire season, they've had to practice on the baseball field. And so, you know, not an ideal place there. And they just got back onto their field on Tuesday, according to head coach Gary Wirtz. But it's not ready to host games just yet. They're optimistic that they can host one very soon. Their next game is against Kalani. Second quarter begins. Here's Brennan Ramirez Wojtowicz. He comes in, the 10th grader, able to get the run. All right, give me your take from what we saw for the first 12.
Well, again, I'm very impressed by how Waialua was able to come back after the first 2 drives, marred with penalties and turnovers, encroachments, fumbling, kicking the ball, and then to come back with a solid drive. That was very impressive. Can they do it again?
Abella 8 for 9 here tonight, throws it out. Soriano Pascual into a wall. Rylan Kieva, the freshman, right after him. The only freshman on the varsity team this year. He's one of a number of different talented Kievas, which includes his brother Christian, who caught a touchdown earlier for the Chargers.
Yeah, and this time Pearl City smelled this one out immediately. You got to block on the perimeter. If you're going to throw it out there, your receivers can't whiff on blockers. You can't have receivers who are matadors. They got to be bulls.
I like it. 10:45 to go, 3rd and 8. Oh, ton of movement here. Who initiated it first?
False start, offense, 5-yard penalty, still 3rd down.
And Gary Wirtz said, you know, we have to play pretty clean football if we want to win here tonight and take away the self-inflicted wounds. Been bit by it a little bit, you know, turnovers earlier in the game, penalties for sure, but for the most part, Waialua was doing a good job at least trying to control the momentum of this game.
And the rain has really cooled down the humidity tonight here.
3rd and 13. And Abila sliding out. Abila trying to get the feet square, direct traffic, and the throw goes incomplete to the bench in the direction of Caden Soriano Pascual. UN got a hand on it to brush it away. It's 4th down. Good job from Pearl City's defense.
That's a nice job. You know, Sky Hirota was open down the seam to the right, did not see him. That play, well defense there by Ewan.
And now here comes Shaden Lele, the older of the Lele brothers. His brother Skyden, also an offensive and defensive lineman. So now he gets the job of punting. Lee just backpedals all the way. Wise move as the Bulldogs quickly there to cover on special teams. Well done. To the 22-yard line. 46 on the punt. And that's where Pearl City will set up shop.
And a great answer defensively by Pearl City. They just got, you know, discombobulated on the last drive. They couldn't stop the run. The perimeter stuff was hurting them. And they were just a step too late. And here on this past drive, man, they were on it.
There's a Kaika Torres and Aiden Minami. There's Minami. Good cut outside to the right. Minami's got good speed, and he gets pushed out there by Hayes Ramos. Minami's so dangerous. Bulked up, put on a good amount of muscle at 170 pounds in the 12th grader, averaging 5 a carry. It's a big one for a first down at the 34.
And he is a great change of pace guy with Gaspar and Garrido. You have 2 straight line runners, but Minami, man, he's like a sidecar.
Yeah, Pearl City running effectively now on the ground. And a 5, Conan Riddleberger, they able to make the tackle. It's his first one tonight. And Daryl Ongwai is the running backs coach here for the Chargers. He's been very proud of the progress that his 3 guys have done. Torres sails this one into the hands of Lee. And Lee with a cut back to the middle. Lee bounces outside. Lee's gonna dive and shy of the goal line. Fujishige pushed him out. Down at the 1.
What a great play by Pearl City. But can you imagine James Fujishige from across the field? He came and made that touchdown saving tackle, but what a play, 60 yards.
First and goal at the 1, and in is Garrido for the touchdown. Big play and a big payoff here for the Chargers.
The biggest play of the game, that 60-yarder, and here's that big offensive line using it to run the ball between the tackles, and very successful here.
John Christian Wilson. Ready to tee this one up. And that kick is good. Waialua's longest catch of his varsity career. A gain of 60. Sets this one up for A.J. Garrido to get into the end zone for the second time this season. And the Chargers up 6.
Imagine banking in the palm of your hand. Our ITMs are now available at all Hawaii State FCU branches. 24/7 banking made so easy. You can access all of your accounts with ITMs at every branch. Hawaii State FCU. Always right by you.
My grandpa had a lot to teach me growing up. Basic tools can get you pretty far. Work hard, but never force it. And sometimes, things just don't go as planned. He also taught me where to go if I ever get stuck, where he trusted a knowledgeable and helpful staff, where he knew he could find what he was looking for. And I've been coming back ever since. City Mill, your Kama'aina hardware stores.
Sunday, Hawaii prepares for the Red Storm of St. John's in the final match of the Outrigger Invitational. Rainbow Wahine Volleyball on OC16, exclusively on Spectrum.
Well, A.J. Garrido rushed for a touchdown against McKinley last week and put up a career-high number, 52 on the ground. Yeah, he got the fame and the attention out of all of it, but the big catch from Waialua on a 60-yard catch set up that touchdown run. And the Chargers back on top. Squib kick, scooped up at 32. Here's Ryan Sato. Sato hangs on that ball just shy of the 40-yard line. Zayden Chenenza-Blan on special teams comes in to make the tackle. And that's important here to keep pace if you're Waialua. Showing some flashes of brilliance. And
well, they've had 3 drives. One was brilliant, and the other 2 was nothing to, it was forgettable. And so they got to find their groove here again. And what did they do best? They ran the ball with a pow up the gut, and they did some nice RPOs, getting the ball to their playmakers down the seam and in the perimeter.
Emery Abilla, who just felt a lot of love, especially after that double overtime win last year. And a good season for him. He's for more than 300 in a game against Castle. Jason Powell straight through the middle. Wow.
Wow, a Powell. I mean, this guy runs with power. He is just the kind of guy you want in as your single back. He's just no nonsense.
Big run for a first down at the 47-yard line. Picked up 16 there for a Powell. 39 on the ground here tonight. About a third of the way through here in the second. In the belly of a Powell, spun down there with the judo state champion, Ku Minor.
And Ku Minor from the backside, you know, that's a zone read, you know, an outside zone. The quarterback is reading the backside end. That time, Minor not fooled at all.
To the 47-yard line goes. Ku Minor is he's a handful and a great leader up front too. And showing off some of those skills. A great wrestler here at Pearl City. Those are two sports that they're very prideful of. Abila, quick throw in the middle of the field is Sky Hirota. And Hirota gets bear hugged by Elijah Ladera, helping in coverage. It's going to be about going to be close to a first down here. And they're going to give him a first down.
Nicely done. And what set that play up was the inside run by Apau that they had to respect.
Yeah, the down judge ruled a first down, but up here it looks like it's about a yard shy. And he is a yard shy. Continuing here, but still manageable on this 3rd and short. Apau the back. Apau, can he get a yard? Gonna be spun forward for a first down.
Oh, wow.
Oh, man. Keeps the legs going. And then Jace Apau gets a minor assistance to push the chains forward.
Man, that was a nice run. I mean, just continuing to, you know, even though Minor had him and pulled him forward, he still drove his legs to make sure he got the first down.
Well, Abila go to the air and take a shot here. On the 37. Swings everybody that side, and the pass is caught by Sky Hirota. And Hirota still keeps the legs going. And the freshman Rylan Kiheva has to stop him. Gain of 18. Tough first down yards.
Hirota, what a beast. I mean, that's a nice sidearm, but look at him. He is not going to go down. What a beast. I love it.
Wow. Big run there.
And right now, Waialua is as physical as Pearl City. They are matching their physicality.
Officially to the red zone now here for the Bulldogs at the 20. In the belly of Jeremiah Kahalivai. Kahalivai, a very versatile player too. Expecting to play both sides over the course of the year. It's his 3rd year in the varsity squad, and Yuen and Andreas able to make the tackle. You know, the spring ball and the summer sessions start fairly early here for this Waialua team in preparation for the fall, but you know, typically they don't get a ton of numbers really until July maybe. And a lot of these kids, you know, either take vacation. Of course, when you're in Waialua, there's a lot of distractions out there, right? You can fish, you can hunt, you can go to the beach, you can surf. But the ones that have stayed through are very committed. And here's Kahalivai to the left, and Iosefa Miller just eats him up like Pac-Man.
What a play by Miller. Big, tall drink of water he is. And he showed his quickness on the edge. Usually a big DN like this, you don't expect him to be this agile. But here he is, got a hold of the jersey and just shoved him down.
4 down territory if you're Waialua on this side. With 4 1/4 to go here in the second. Waialua 145 yards of offense tonight. Jace Apau's the back. Fast targets to the right of Abila, who looked that way. Now swings it the other way. And making the catch is Jace Apau. And Apau gets taken down hard. Travis Corpuz is there, and Apau is still down.
Yeah, Apau took a leg shot by Corpuz, a legal hit. Got appended, that's gotta hurt.
Yeah, try and switch everyone out there. Good job from Travis Corpuz, and well, he gets submarined. And a timeout by Waialua.
And Hayes Ramos was open down the field. Abila just did not see him.
Bulldogs, we'll talk about it. 4th down coming up when you come back.
This Spectrum OC16 sports presentation is sponsored by your Hawaii Honda dealers.
Around here, the environment is everything. And that's what makes Honda your perfect island ride. Honda is Kelley Blue Book's KBB.com best value brand. That means big deals on Honda hybrids, including Accord Hybrid, CR-V Hybrid, and Civic Hybrid. And for the second year in a row, all 3 Honda hybrids made the Car and Driver 10 Best list. So for the cars you can count on and the dealers you can trust, see your Hawaii Honda dealer today.
Cantina chicken bowl with that slow roasted chicken and freshly prepared pico.
Thank you, sir. So what do 2 dudes do in LA for fun? Shout out Taco Bell for sponsoring the pod and for being my go-to source of protein.
I'm so sorry to cut you off. It's like macro magic.
Yeah, it's like macro magic. Top.
Gary Wirtz, the head coach. Bravely served our country, too, by the way. Went to Ohio State before becoming a Green Beret, and then during his military time, had 4 tours in Afghanistan, 1 in Iraq, and has been an educator ever since, and one of the all-time great guys you could talk to around the league. It's 4th and 8, and Abila is in trouble, and he is dropped. Elijah Ladera, the linebacker, gets right after him, and the Pearl City defense stops the Bulldogs in their track.
Yeah, the Pearl City defense here rising up, just blitzing off the edge, bringing more guys than Waialua has O-linemen to block, and Abila has nowhere to go. A couple of swinging gate blocks by the tackle, and before you know it, you're under siege.
Quick on the swing out. Here's Alohi Gaspar. And Gaspar gets hung on to the 35. A pickup of 9. Jeremiah Clark, Aiden Sterno makes the tackle. Of course, Gaspar's brothers who came through the Pearl City program. Alohi Gaspar, the more recent one, running back. And whether it's on a handoff or in space, Gaspar, tight and compact and a strong runner. Takes it out there, 2nd and 1, in trouble. Kaipo Naka Manners helps on the stop with Coden Riddleberger. The 39, good for a first down here for Gaspar and the Chargers.
And there you see the big line just kind of exacting their will here with Gaspar running the football. We haven't seen him run the ball much at all. 2 carries before this last 2.
Doris throws. Here's Teixeira. He gets bear hugged inbounds by Conan Riddleberger. A 48 gain of 9. Takes it out there. When you talk about that offensive line, Pearl City typically gets around 7 to 10 offensive linemen every year. They have 8 this season. Low snap. Torres fires middle. It is intercepted. Buzzing underneath Jeremiah Clark. And the 10th grader's on the move. And Clark, with a great defensive play, gets tackled by Noah Sullivan to the 35-yard line.
Boy, and this Waialua bench, talk about energized. This ball just hung up there, and man, he read that all the way. That's what a free safety does. Plays center field and does a nice job.
First of the season for Clark, who they're very high on in his development. And that has juiced up the Bulldogs with 2 minutes to go here in the half. Abilo works it to the sideline. Here's Hayes Ramos, who caught the touchdown earlier. Micaiah Naknak.
Probably got to go no huddle here and hurry up. Look, if you're going to throw it to the sidelines, you got to get out of bounds. You come back in and you waste a ton of time here.
And for Waialua, you want to control the clock too. You got 2 timeouts left, and you don't want to get Pro City another possession. Here's a Powell. Weaving through, going to be about 1.5 yards shy. Koo Minor, good job to make the tackle. His 5th now, a team high for the Chargers. Pearl City will get the ball to start the third quarter.
Time is ticking.
70 seconds to go. Third and a couple. Abilla gonna fire middle of the field. It is incomplete. Oh, through traffic. Bryson Williams the target. Kelly Omanakeola brushed it away.
Well, that stops the clock, but now it's 4th and 2. You have 2 timeouts. A nice throw, just a little behind Williams. And then tipped before it got to him. Still got a hand on it, but the trajectory had changed mid-air, and he was not able to adjust it.
58 seconds, 4th and 2 now for Emery Abilla. Abilla gave it, and Apau runs forward for a first down. The clock will stop to move the chains temporarily, and Gary Wirtz wants to take time. It's a little bit more manageable now here for Waialua. Get some breathing room. How about the toughness now from Chase Apau again?
4th and 2. Just enough, and Minor on the tackle again.
Gary Wirtz went to a Fort Hays school growing up. Then went to Marion Franklin, known as the Red Devils. The rival school was South High School, and their mascot was a Bulldog. And he didn't think he would end up as a Bulldog, I think, early on in his career, but he did a good job so far as a head coach. Spent 3 years as an assistant with Lincoln Barrett. And of course, Lincoln Barrett had certain stints when he rejoined the team as an assistant a couple of years ago. And there you see Smiley, by the way. So Smiley, they call him affectionately, and when you get to meet him, you'll know why. He's in charge of holding the flag and carrying out, leading the guys out. And he comes in as a big ball of energy, and that is sacred. Nobody else touches that flag, by the way, besides Smiley. So
that's so cool.
Fresh set of downs, 53 seconds left. The 24, Abilla. Abilla trying to direct, now leads this man downfield. It is hauled in by Williams. Did he hang on all the way through?
It looks like he hung on and then fumbled, but
officials will discuss this. No signal just yet. Incomplete, Williams.
Oh.
Pass. 2nd down.
Well, let's take a closer look here. That ball kind of wobbly. Oof.
Oh, yeah. So he didn't have possession of it, and then because he's going down to the ground, he must survive the ground. So no secure catch there. It's still loose, and when this ball gets jarred loose by Keola, if he catches it on that ricochet, that would have been good. Good call from the officials.
That's a good call, yeah.
3 more chances to extend this drive. Abilla all day to throw, now all room to run. Abilla going for the first down, and Abilla with the abilities on his feet. Ladera chases him out to the big line at the 15-yard line, and a yard shy of the first down, but he stopped the clock.
And that's the first time we saw Abilla use his feet, and man, that is a facet of his game that he should definitely use more often.
Yeah, that's a guy who's just not afraid of anything. Like, he'll run over guys, he'll run past guys. He'll put his body on the line to try and make a big play. This is 3rd and 1. An official's time taken. As Gary Wirtz saw something on the field. It might have been the scorecard here from the official. 3rd down. Abilla, 5-step drop, made for the corner. It is incomplete, intended for Hayes Ramos, and a penalty flag down. Travis Corpuz was guarding him.
Yeah, there's going to be pass interference because he did not turn around made contact. Face guarding is fine, but the physical contact before the ball arrives here, right there, and that is an easy call.
Pass interference, number 3, defense. Half the distance to the goal, results in a first down.
Yeah, you nailed it, Coach.
And only 6 seconds off of the clock.
And Waialua driving for the tying touchdown. Still a good amount of time and one timeout here for the Bulldogs. First and goal from around the 8. Abila chased off the edge, and Abila works it to the pylon, and he's in! Touchdown! Wow!
Abila just taking over the game here towards the end with his feet, with his savvy, with his arm. What a play.
Yeah, he will risk his body to make the play.
Wow, he was in too. Beautiful job. And here we go to take the lead.
They converted their other 2-point attempt. And timeout here from the Chargers. Emery Abila. Always wanted to play at Waialua. His speed improvement and his confidence through the roof. This year he trained with 6 cents over the last couple of years. A group that's also helped train the likes of Maddox Scherer, the talented running back over at Kamehameha. His half-brother, by the way, a former Waialua athlete and also UH player, Caden Mahuka. Another do-everything type of player. And he has, a great athletic bloodline too. He's the grandson of legendary surfer Roy China Uemura, who organized the Waiahine Surfing Classic, a longboard surfing classic. He was a Waterman Hall of Fame inductee. He said, I loved him so much. It was a big part of our family. And he, of course, when you grow up in Waialua, outdoors is kind of like your second life. And really the third life here on the football field for Abila, who's one of the great students and the great players and one of the great leaders that you can find here in this division.
Man, this young man really took over the game in that, what it was, 2 minutes, the last 2-minute drill. He was masterful.
And remember that drive sparked by Jeremiah Clark's interception for the Bulldogs that got them the possession back. And now this 2-pointer for the lead. Soriano Pascual motions out. You look that way. Abila in traffic, spins in for 2. And the lead.
Oh, Abila.
Boy, hang on here. You had a flag down in the process. So initially called good. And a man down 2.
During the play, holding. Offense, 10 yards from the previous spot. We'll replay the try.
Oh, Drayden Pakariam.
Yikes. I mean, that's a tough call, too.
And Gary Wirtz helping out.
And now you got to go for 2 from 13 yards out. Working on, looked like his lower leg.
Checking that right ankle. Let's see if we can find the hold here. Not that right. Oh, yeah. Just hanging on to Iosefa Miller initially.
Ooh, and Iosefa Miller ended up falling hard on Pakariam's leg.
And he's walking under his own strength. That's a great sign. Yeah, so that's like a doubly bad if you're Waialua, right? You could call for the hold, and then you inadvertently, knock out one of your young, strong offensive linemen. So it takes away the 2-pointer. It almost forces you to throw the ball now here if you're Emery Abila.
Only a freshman. I mean, to play O-line on the varsity as a freshman, that's pretty impressive. And to start.
Yeah, and there's 34 guys on this roster. 10 of them are freshmen. A third, pretty much, of your entire roster. Another whistle. Now Pearl City will call timeout. And Robin Kami wants to have a chat. You know, he says defense. He was hoping he would step up as they get ready and as they get further down the season. Now in his 13th season with the program. So Waialua, I mean, they're coming here, a lot of toughness, and they're not here to mess around.
Oh, they came to play.
Of course, Robin Kami had a number of different coaching stints through the Pearl City ranks, finally earning the job in 2013. Of course, he coached Jordan Ta'amu, who had great success at Pearl City at high school, then at Ole Miss in college. There you see Kama McKeague, the offensive coordinator for the Chargers. All right, what do you like here in the play call, going for 2, and now you're from the 13-yard line?
I like any pass to Hirota. Maybe a double pass here, a trick play.
Shaden Lele comes in here for Pakariam, who got injured. There you see Hirota's in motion. He's looking that way. And Abila gets pushed down. Like Viliotu Mafi first in there along with Micaiah Naknak, and Pearl City denies him. And we're squared at 14.
Yeah, and that's a tall task to try to scramble up the gut for 13 yards. You know, it just wasn't going to happen, but
back to the touchdown, huh? Fleet of foot is Emery Abila, who did not have a rushing touchdown a year ago. He takes that one in on his own.
Very decisive with the football tonight.
You know, Waialua likes playing these Thursday night games on their schedule too. Yes, it does shorten their week, but they got into a comfortable rhythm of it. Waialua will have one more Thursday game, a game against Castle. Jeremiah Clark kicked this one away, and Pearl City will try and do something with 9 seconds to get this thing back. On the return, Christian Kiheva. Oh, Kiheva gets the sideline, and Kiheva gets wrapped up quickly. Man, he got hugged hard by Brennan Ramirez Wastowicz.
He got hog-tied on the sideline.
And with 11 seconds to go, and Pearl City empty in timeouts. These two teams met 2 years ago. It wasn't last year. Remember, Pearl City was in Division I a season ago, and it was still a close game. It was 28-20. Pearl City. In fact, the last 5 games have been battles, single possession games. Give it for Aiden Minami. And Minami gets stopped, and that should take us with a penalty flag down first. You gotta check the marker first.
Personal foul, horse collar tackle, defense, 15-yard penalty, results in a first down.
Wow, I mean, Minami ran into a wall. He stopped him immediately.
You know, it takes it to the plus side of the field, the 45, and Torres has a throwing power of about 50 yards. So, see if they're going to play conservative or maybe take your shot. You got their speediest and tallest receivers, too, on the field. And why not? Torres going to launch for Teixeira. It's tipped and almost there for Teixeira off the hand of Kahalivai. And that'll take us to the half. What a first half for these two Division II foes. Waialua 166 yards of offense. Pearl City 136. Both quarterbacks leading their team so far. But after the first 24 minutes, 14-14 on Spectrum OC 16.
This is it.
This is where our family is from?
Well, it's where I first told your mom I like her after school one day.
What did she say?
I ordered chili.
I want chili. I thought our family came from Mililani.
The packs are back. The Vegas pack, loaded with all-time Hawaii favorites. The popular Surf Pack and Surf Pack Deluxe, now with furikake. Available daily for a limited time. Hurry and pack it on today.
Everything okay in there?
Perfectly fine. Bathroom is actually ahead of schedule, so. Yep. You don't happen to have a spare chainsaw by chance, do you?
A what?
Actually, found mine. It's all good.
Let's go!
All finished.
Licensed contractors have the training and experience necessary to do the job right. Plus, licensed contractors are insured. And if anything goes wrong, there are laws in place to protect you. Visit licensedcontractor.hawaii.gov before you hire.
Here's the dream. Never stop doing what you love. The choices you make now can keep the dream alive tomorrow. So you can live your life your way. We're here to help with a personalized approach to a healthier you. Hawaii Pacific Health.
Aloha. You may have seen our commercials throughout the pandemic thanking our hardworking members. They work tirelessly to keep us powered up and connected to the world. But this goes out to all of you, Hawaii. Thank you for being so patient and supporting our members through it all. We would not be here without you. Now that we are through the worst of it, we wanted to thank all of you for your continued support. So if you see one of our members out there, make sure you give them a shaka and a smile. We appreciate you.
You're watching Hawaii High School Sports on Spectrum XCast.
Look at the trees.
So beautiful.
14-14. I tell you what, I mean, the backdrop of this game, matched by the competitive nature of this Division II duel, it's the Chargers and the Bulldogs all squared at 14. Christian Kiheva got the scoring going early on, got the touchdown catch there from about 8 yards out, and then not to be outdone, Emery Abilla find his man down the field. Hayes Ramos for the touchdown. Then the two-point conversion. Remember, they don't have a pure kicker, so at 7-6, make it 8-7 out in front here for the Bulldogs. Then Garrido rushes in for the touchdown to make it 14-8. And then Emery Abilla, what else does he do? Able to rush it in for the touchdown. Two-point conversion, no good. That's how we get to 14-14. Right through the drive-through, Coach, for the Jack in the Box halftime stats.
I mean, the score is tied, but if you look at it on paper, Waialua has not only held the ball a ton, but they have really dominated the game between the in the trenches. However, the penalties have really hurt Waialua, especially early on. Some penalties and a couple of bad breaks that didn't go their way. But man, Emery Abilla, are you kidding me? 13 of 17, 113 yards, a touchdown pass, and a rushing touchdown. He has been a star.
Give me the emotional level right now here if you're Waialua in your huddle as you get ready for the second half.
Well, you don't want to blow it. You don't want to come in big head and think you got this game won. It's not going to happen that way. It's going to be a dogfight. Pearl City is big in the trenches. If they decide to run the football, they could really change the complexion of this game. But I think right now the balance is on the side of Waialua. And if they continue to run the ball with a pow, do some RPOs, some perimeter throws, man, I like the way this offense is developing under the tutelage of Abilla.
And currently, as it sits right now, if Waialua can hang on and win this, it'll be their first win against the Chargers in nearly a decade. All right, well, it's football season. It's also cheer season and band season. 14-14. Pearl City and Waialua put on a show and a gorgeous backdrop here atop the hill.
Popeye's wings got better. Now available in spicy and mild, sauced and dry rub, bone-in and boneless. With Popeye's wings, you can enjoy bold flavor while controlling the heat.
Love that chicken from Popeyes.
Aloha, Hawaii. Our roads connect us to each other. But keeping people safe, that's up to each of us. That's why we're launching #HiGoSafe. And your voice matters. We're looking for creative submissions on how we can all be safer on our roads. #HiGoSafe with ways of being safer. Together, Hawaii's roads can be better for everyone. Use the #HiGoSafe to join the movement, because when we go safe, we all go far.
What are you made for? Experiencing exhilarating moments? Making unforgettable memories? Or celebrating every milestone? Adventist Health Castle is here, all across Oahu, to improve your health and well-being and help you reach everything you were made for.
Kalelo Partners is building on 30-plus years of history in servicing Oahu's communities. We will continue to do so while supporting the state's renewable energy goals.
Deeply rooted in our community, we proudly support various local initiatives, and we are paving the way for a cleaner, sustainable biofuel solution for tomorrow.
Our commitment goes beyond energy.
We're dedicated to Hawaii's clean energy future while ensuring reliable power today.
Kalailoa Partners, reliable and efficient energy since 1991.
Popeye's wings got better. Now available in spicy and mild, sauced and dry rub, bone-in and boneless. With Popeye's wings, you can enjoy bold flavor while controlling the heat.
Love that chicken from Popeyes.
14-14. Chargers and Bulldogs locked up on the road to the OIA tournament in about 6 weeks. Pearl City, the designated visiting team. Obviously, kind of a home game, obviously, because we're at Bino Neves Stadium. And when you're at home, you feel very comfortable. And when you're Ikaika Torres, you're very comfortable with how you've been playing this year. 10 of 16, 99 yards, a touchdown interception, Coach.
Yeah, and that interception that was very costly. Waialua able to make them pay, come back down the field, and score to tie it up. But, you know, I really like Ikaika Torres' game, but I'd like to see them mix it up. We've seen Gaspar, Garrido, Minami. That's a three-headed monster that can really run the football. Again, with this big offensive line, I'd like to see them mix it up more, keep the ball away from the explosive offense. Abila doing a nice job. I mean, 18, almost 19 minutes of time of possession. Waialua keeping the ball away from Pearl City.
In the meantime, here, if you're Waialua, remember on paper you were the heavy underdog, and you have guys playing both ways. You think that motor would kind of sputter out or at least lose energy. It did not, in particular here for Jensen Fujishige and the rest of this Bulldog defense. I mean, they are showing their bark and their bite this evening.
Man, Jensen Fujishige, he's doing it all at that corner. Not only is he covering, but tackling, and he is just a ball player.
Jeremiah Clark got an interception to help fuel the momentum here for the Bulldogs en route to the game-tying touchdown. And through the first 24, we are squared at 14. Exciting times here. Week 5 of the season. Little Thursday night football and the Waialua Marching Band.
There's a line between drinking and riding, and the smart ones never cross it. It starts off simply enough. You hop on your bike and head off confidently. But even one drink can affect your ability to ride. Alcohol limits your reaction time. It may give you a false sense of confidence. Before you know it, you've been pulled over. There's a line between drinking and riding, and the smart ones never cross it.
It's time for the Long's Drive-Thru Flu Shot Clinic. Get your vaccinations at our upcoming Saturday events. Follow the QR code to find one near you. Get a swag bag and a Long's coupon when you receive a vaccination. Visit longs.com to schedule an appointment. Walk-ins and drive-ups are also accepted. Please bring your insurance card and a photo ID. Follow the QR code to find an upcoming event near you, Saturdays, 9 a.m. to 2 p.m.
Make long becomes a part of your day.
First apartment together, roomie. Should we make dinner? Charge them. Bruh, we don't have a rice cooker. Ah, charge them. Like order pizza. Charge them.
For every first, there's a first card. Earn 1% back with the Life Matters Cashback Visa Card. Hawaii, USA. Life Matters.
Mike's Engraving and Trophies, the official provider for Spectrum OC16 and Spectrum XCast.
How's it? I'm Jimmy Bender. You're watching Spectrum XCast.
We are even here at the half, 14-14 between Waialua, the home team on paper, and Pearl City, the home team in the stadium. Talking to Gary Words from Waialua at the half. Look, he said at the beginning of the game he wanted to see some heart from his kids. He's getting that tonight and then some. But as far as X's and O's go and the execution, he said, look, you know, we've had some drives where we had 7 penalties on defense. We've had some turnovers on offense. He said, execution-wise, if we can clean things up, we can definitely look and maybe see getting another W on a Thursday night here on OC16. So that's what he's looking forward to, just cleaning things up here as we go into the second half. Glad you're enjoying this at home and not having to deal with the rain here in Pearl City. No umbrellas needed on your couch there. We'll be back for the second half. Felipe and Darren right around the corner here. Stay tuned.
This Spectrum OC16 sports presentation is sponsored by Zippies.
This is it.
This is where our family is from?
Well, it's where I first told your mom I like her after school one day.
What did she say?
I ordered chili.
I want chili. I thought our family came from Mililani.
The packs are back. The Vegas pack, loaded with all-time Hawaii favorites. The popular Surf Pack and Surf Pack Deluxe, now with furikake. Available daily for a limited time. Hurry and pack it on today.
You only get one brain. If you take a hit to the head, take it seriously.
Don't tough it out. Report it. Tell your coach or parent how you really feel.
And look out for your teammates. If something seems off, speak up.
You've got 2 arms,
2 legs,
2 eyes,
but only one brain. Protect it.
Play hard, play safe, speak up. Learn more at hawaiiconcussion.com.
Chargers ready to come out in front of the Pearl City marching band and their cheer squad in a 14-14 game. Chargers trying to win their second game in a row, get to 3-2 overall, get to 2-0 in league play, and keep pace with the others in the division. I hope you can keep pace with us because we're going to be flying all over the place here. All right, Hawaii football. It's a Farrington homecoming night. It's Lelehua and the Gubs. Lelehua coming off that win over Iolani. Farrington, well rested, going to be tested too. Then we got a full-on battle between St. Louis and Mililani, 2 of the remaining undefeated teams in the state. 2-0 Crusaders, 3-0 Trojans. Then we go island hopping a bit. We go to the Garden now for a double dip in girls volleyball. We'll see all 4 of the girls volleyball teams. Then we'll see Kauai and Kapa'a. Rain, go away. Fingers crossed for that. Then we fly back. And then we head up north for Kapolei and Kahuku. So more football, more girls volleyball coming your way. Tuesday we saw Kamehameha sweep Mid-Pacific. Fun times here as we continue season 37 of high school sports on Spectrum OC16 and the Spectrum News app. There is Smiley, right? And Smiley who taking 8 different classes, by the way, and that's usually the normal core group of classes that Waialua has on campus. Waialua, a great robotics program, really nationally recognized too. And when you have a roster of 34, your bond is galvanized much quicker than normal. because you rely on each other more, because one guy goes down and things can kind of tilt things one way or another and can ill afford to lose players, and that's what Gary Wirtz is kind of preached to his team. But he's been very proud of the progress that has been made, particularly this year. Waialua is always so tough, right? I mean, it's so far out and away. You got to go through, Snake Road. We've been there before.
We were just actually talking about what is the most out of the way stadium on Oahu, and no doubt Waialua is #1. I mean, you just got to really, you got to trek some road to get there.
Right. OC16, by the way, has been to Waialua about 3 times since 2007. Most notably, a legendary game. Waialua and Anuenue played out there in a 28-27 battle, won by Anuenue. And, of course, the double overtime victory. Then we had a matchup just out of the COVID season when Waialua took on Kaiser. It's always fun when we get to go to Waialua and see our friends out there. And always good to see Pearl City as well. Our 3rd time this year. At Kaiser, here against Moanalua a couple of weeks ago. and here tonight. Man.
Hey, even lavender purple eyeballs. I like it.
I like it. Yeah. That takes some guts and courage. Shout out.
Well, I mean, no one can see your face, so you can just hide behind it.
Yeah, we gotta wear that all day, right?
Yeah. You think it gets hot and smelly in there?
Oh, for sure. Here's Kieva, who fakes the handoff, and he keeps it himself. And Kieva just couldn't get the angle to 35. Good job from Jeremiah Clark to stop him. And back on the field comes Ikaika Torres. 99 passing yards in the first half. 37 rush yards for the Chargers. Look for more of that maybe to explode here in the 3rd and 4th.
Nice, nifty little fake return, but here's the deal. Can Pearl City answer here with a great drive? They have it in them. They have the O-line, the quarterback, the receivers, and the running back. Can they put it together here?
And coming across again, this game starts much like how the first quarter did.
Encroachment, defense, 5-yard penalty, still 1st down.
There's an innate sense of timing and just feel for snap calls when you're a defensive lineman. You're trying to jump that. It's a pretty experienced line here for Pearl City, albeit still very young. Torres whips it over to Lee. He had a 60-yard catch and run earlier, and he runs this for a 1st down and a pickup of 7. Jeremiah Clark pushed him out there.
1st down.
And the Waialua DB is playing really deep, and that's why McKeague is dialing up these short passes, these perimeter screens. I mean, the corners are playing like 10 yards off.
From the 47. Toss to Lee. Trying to get the edge. And Lee had to cut it back. And Lee still on his feet before he gets blasted backwards. Jensen Fujishige.
Oh, my gosh.
Sent him flying to the plus side of the field at the 49.
Fujishige plays like he's 6'2", 210. I mean, he is just an absolute baller. He just comes in and cleans, wrecks shop.
Torres forces one, and this one caught middle of the field. Here comes Christian Kieva. Kieva gets it for a 1st down. Good to see Christian Kieva getting a lot more touches. He's one of the more competitive guys on the group that you'll find here on this team. Last year it was a bit of a challenge to kind of find motivation during practice because of kind of the offensive futility. This year, he said, we're much closer, and he has taken on some of the leadership reins and leading the squad down the field. Kieva's family, by the way, owns Broke the Mouth Poo-Poos, which, by the way, becomes you have a name like that, by the way. He helps work in the business too, along with his other brothers. And shout out to them. Abendanio got it. Shed off one tackle, off 2nd and 3rd, enough to slow down from Jeremiah Clark. See, when they go with rhythm and pace like this, good things happen for the Chargers. It's happening here. Gain of 16 yards.
And the key is Torres gets rid of the ball quickly. He reads the defense. He sees where he wants to go with the ball. And this quick NASCAR type of no-huddle offense can really wear down a team, especially one that has a lot of guys playing two ways.
And then NASCAR needs a pit stop, courtesy of Waialua. Timeout Bulldogs. Opening drive of the third here for the Chargers, and they are moving.
The new Crafted Flats from Pizza Hut. 5 handcrafted recipes with more toppings, all for you. There's no reason not to get one or try all 5. New Crafted Flats are just $5 each till 5 p.m. and available till close. Only from Pizza Hut.
Honey, our electric bill is out of control. Not again.
Okay, we put this off for too long. Time to make a switch.
Solar Tech Industries is committed to making the transition to solar easy, from installation of new PV systems to upgrading or replacing your existing system. As a trusted solar provider for over 12 years, you can count on us long after your install.
This is fantastic. Only $35.
From sunrise to sunset, Solar Tech is your best bet.
New Crafted Flats from Pizza Hut are just $5 each till 5 p.m. Choose from 5 handcrafted recipes you won't want to share.
Mom!
And you don't have to. The new Crafted Flats, just $5 each till 5 p.m. and available till close. Only at Pizza Hut.
Friday, the Mules look to make their case as contenders in the Open, while the Govs hope to grind out a win on homecoming night. Lenahua, Farrington, OIA football only on XCast, exclusively on Spectrum.
We're in Kalihi tomorrow night for a Farrington homecoming party. It's the Govs and the Mules, 2 Division I Open squads on Spectrum XCast. We'll be there at Skipadia Stadium at Kusunoki Field. Cannot wait for that. Every time we come to Kalihi, it's always something special, and fortunate enough to do it again. Shout out Harold Tanaka, Mike Lafayette and company. We'll see all of them tomorrow. From the 24, Pearl City drives continues, and a run here for Alohi Gaspar. Good run to the 12-yard line. Gain of a dozen, and Jensen Fujishige now has his 10th tackle tonight.
Amazing. But again, what is strange to see is how successful Pearl City has been running the rock, but they keep going away from it.
Gaspar again. Gets inside the 10 on the run. Jeremiah Clark the tackle. Gaspar, good hard worker over the next couple of years. We'll be telling as far as development. He chops his feet so well. And Daryl Ungwai, running backs coach, says that bugger's strong. And we've seen it time and time again. Here he is to the goal line. In for the touchdown. And the Chargers quickly retake the lead.
And again, credit that big offensive line, 2 300-pounders on that O-line, and they are moving bodies around.
Road graders, yeah. John Christian Wilson. Pounds that one towards the trees. 7-point Pearl City lead. 7 plays, 65 yards. Good mix of the run and the pass. Capped off by Alohi Gaspar's TD run. PC on top.
Popeye's wings got better. Now available in spicy and mild, sauced and dry rub, bone in and boneless. With Popeye's wings, you can enjoy bold flavor while controlling the heat.
Love that chicken from Popeyes.
When the ups and downs of the market start feeling mostly like downs, you might have recession worries on your mind. So let's talk about it. At Hamada Financial Group, we want to hear what's on your mind. Unsure about budgeting? How to prioritize your debt? Need some guidance on how to make your money work harder? The first step is finding the right people to talk to. Call us up to talk story with a Hamada Financial Group representative today.
Let's talk story.
Popeye's wings got better. Now available in spicy and mild, sauced and dry rub, bone in and boneless. With Popeye's wings, you can enjoy bold flavor while controlling the heat.
Love that chicken from Popeyes.
Friday,
Hawaii and Utah Valley face off as the Outrigger Invitational continues. Rainbow Wahine Volleyball on OC 16, exclusively on Spectrum.
Oh, Gaspar, first full year in the varsity team. Pearl City squad that last year only averaged about 48 rush yards a game. It's plus 30 this season. And I hope that the numbers on the ground game will go up over the course of the year.
I mean, we haven't even seen Garrido carry the ball, maybe just one time.
From the 29-yard line, here's Ryan Sato. And Ryan Sato, good job to fight for yards, a good return pass to the 40. So Emery Abilla back on. He went 13 of 17 for a buck 13 and a touchdown through the air. He also ran for a score, the game tying score at the time, to make it 14-14. 5 different guys have caught a pass here tonight. Jason Powell been averaging 5 a carry. And Waialua's done a great job here tonight of not letting the moment kind of escape them, even when they are facing adversity, when they're trailing. They haven't really taken the train off the tracks, if you will.
I remember, again, a lot of these linemen playing 2 ways. Can they hold up?
Kahalevai to the left, and he tripped over one of the linemen. Elijah Ladera helping in on the front side of that tackle. They're going to lose a couple of yards right at the 40.
And whenever you go sideways, when you go east-west instead of north-south, it's always tougher on the O-line. They have to, what we call a reach block. They have to get their head across the defender and try to turn him inside. It's a much tougher block.
Hayes Ramos, bottom of your screen. He's guarded by the freshman. In the meantime, another run. Going to go to Mafi. Comes in to make the tackle. Forces another 3rd down.
I'm surprised we haven't seen a Powell. Earlier, we saw him just energize this entire offense with his ability to run in a straight line.
I remember they got banged up in the 2nd quarter on a run. Haven't really seen him since. 2 for 6 on 3rd downs tonight. 4 in the pattern for Abilla, 4 on the rush. He directs, now running out of time. Now he throws, it's incomplete. Intended for Caden Soriano Pascual. Great pressure from Micaiah Naknak. Typically is fairly good at improvising, but just not enough time for his guys to get down.
And all Abilla's passes have been rollouts. But that's a smart move. He threw it into the dirt. Live to play another down, another day.
Lee to return the kick of Shaden Lele. And now they'll switch him out and put Jeremiah Clark. Oh, tough one, Clark. And this one is blocked. Right through. Ku Minor helping in, knifing through to smother it. And Brendan Zorn, the offensive lineman for the Bulldogs, recovers it. And the Chargers get it back at the 33-yard line of Waialua.
So it was a poor snap, but a low snap, but should have been handled by the punter.
Yeah, Minor set up the screen. Did he get a touch on this, though? He got a touch on the punter, too. But it was real, a touch. You see the referee in the background signaling that that ball was blocked, so Minor officially gets that. In the meantime, there's Noah Sullivan. Oh, Sullivan! Right into the arms of Jeremiah Clark. Sullivan is a tough kid. Grew up in Kapolei. He's a much better route runner this year. Let's see one more time. Yeah, it did hit Minor. Torres gets rid of it. Teixeira needs 2 guys to take him down. That's how much of a handful the 10th grader is. Fujishige and Riddleberger make the tackle. It's a first down at the 20. You know, Pro City scored 34 points against McKinley, none of them in the second half. They scored all of them in the first half. That's something that Robin Kami says we must change here tonight. On the run, Aiden Minami. Gets bear hugged to the ground. Aiden Sternall helping in. If you're a defense right now, you're just kind of gassed.
Oh,
the pace that Pearl City is moving with.
But man, credit this big D-line, O-line for Waialua because they're playing two ways now.
Fake to Garrido to Li'i, who cuts across the middle, and Li'i trying to get his second effort, and he's just shy, down at the 1.
What an effort by Li'i, but also what an effort by the defense to hold him out. It looked like he was going to score a couple of times and was held out. Right there, right there. It looked like he was going to score at least 3 times.
And a whole lot of movement going forward. This is against Pearl City.
False start, 63 offense. 5-yard penalty. Still first down.
It's on Nofo Moeone. 6:02 to go. His offensive line, by the way, averages around 245 pounds.
They're big. Moeone is 6'3", 300.
4 in the pattern. Torres gonna fire. Teixeira incomplete. Good job from Fujishige. Got in the vision. Knocked it away.
You know, if I had a vote for OIA D2 defensive back for the All-Star team, it would be Fujishige.
You don't have a vote?
No, I don't.
I'll make some calls.
I have a vote for the Open, but I don't have a vote for the D2.
Your voice speaks volumes, though, man. That's certified. Back of the end zone on the throw. Overthrew Noah Sullivan, though. Carried him wide. John Naho'opi applied the pressure. And again, you're this close to the goal line. Pearl City opting to throw the last couple of plays.
Yeah, amazing. When you have a big offensive line, especially your 2 guards are 300 and 315 right in the middle. That's where you want to kind of muscle people on the inside. They're choosing to throw it up here.
Torres, who played on the Chargers JV team 2 years ago, the kid who grew up in Puna, now here at PC, trying to drive him in, 3rd and goal. Now he throws, and it's through the hands and incomplete of Teixeira. And even Chargers fans are a little restless.
You know, he had Teixeira. It looked like it was going to be a touchdown right through the hands. Oh, that was a beautiful pass. That has to be a catch.
And now Jun Christian Wilson is in. This will be his first, if he makes it, his first field goal make of the year.
And Robin Kami has to be very disappointed. You get to the 1-yard line and you come away with a field goal attempt.
From 24 yards out. And Jun Christian Wilson knocks in the triple.
Right where the beautiful trees are.
And so, Jun Christian Wilson to the tree, for tree. And Jun Christian Wilson, again, first time ever playing football, was convinced by Coach Robin Kami to come out. He can kick both left and right, by the way. But he writes right-handed, so he actually trained himself to be, you know, left dominant and right dominant with his feet. Great personality, too. Hits a very clean ball. He worked with Landon Chang the last few months. He's a former Pro City kicker who's also in the house here tonight. And one of the greatest attributes about this kid, too, just his willingness to just always try and learn something new, which is not just a great thing as a teammate or as a player or as an athlete, but just a great attribute for life. You have a mindset like that. John Christian Wilson kicks it off. For around the 6-yard line, here's Hayes Ramos. I haven't really seen Hayes Ramos since that touchdown that he had in the first half. Takes it just shy of the 30-yard line.
Now, this is not a time to panic yet, but if you're Waialua, you played so well in the first half, and now it comes down to this drive. This drive has to produce some points, because right now Pearl City has the momentum. They have the trench game won, really. That early third quarter has been all Pearl City in the trenches, whether it's giving Torres time to throw the ball or run the football. Even though they came away with 3, they still held the ball a long time.
It was a quick 3 and out. Last time Waialua had the ball, here's Ramos carving, and Ramos slips by. Great balance. Ramos, fearless. Zayden Janin Sablan finally stops him after a big gain of 18 here for Ramos.
Boy, Ramos really wants the football, and this is a nicely done, beautiful blocking on the perimeter, but then look at his ability just kind of stiff-arming people down the sidelines.
With 4:42 to go. Abila to the right, now checked it down quick for Sky Hirota. And leaning forward, Jamie Castro comes in to make the tackle. Close to the horse collar, but you know, typically the body will tell you if it is when the knees buckle.
Yeah, and the body just kind of falls down in a heap backwards.
It is in the area of where it would be. So you typically look at the inner part of that protective plate, or the nameplate would go. Second down, this ball is floating high for Caden Soriano Pascual. It was guarded out there by Taden Elazar Teixeira.
Soriano Pascual, I mean, that guy, 5'2", what is he, 110?
Correct.
I think he's smaller than that. But what a jitterbug. Yeah. Wait a second, he had 3 nicknames so far: Bullet, Mangito, and Jitterbug.
The last 2, by the way, were your nicknames.
yeah.
But you want a guy who's just all in, try and help and contribute to a team, man. Caden Soriano Pascual is a guy. Little mishand on the snap, and Abila's got to take off and run through the middle. And a couple of yards shy of the first down, Viliotu Mafi makes the stop to the 47-yard line of Pearl City.
And this is where Abila is so dangerous. Watch his ability to cut on a dime here and just force defenders. It's difficult to get a big shot on him.
4th and 2 going for it. They're 1 for 2 tonight on converting these. 6 feet for a first down. They run the rock. Kahalefai, the hesitation on the mesh, and then the second effort gets him forward.
Wow, that is incredible.
He snuck out the house. And a man down here.
I mean, he was dead to rights here. There was no place to go, but look at that. His knee didn't touch the ground. He just continued to fight.
You got to tackle guys low, especially someone like Kahalefai.
What an effort.
And they benefited from it. This is not an official timeout. This was initially an official's timeout because of injury. And now a Charger has to come out. It's in Shinen Sablon because he wasn't properly equipped. And in for him is Marley Nurmidal, number 30.
What a run. Are you kidding me? On 4th and 1. That was some nice running there. Tough running.
From the 44-yard line. 2:45 to go here in the third. Try and load the box. Another big run, Kahalevi. Travis Corpuz. So throwback to Waialua football.
It is. Kahalevi going to the outside. Man, he is speedy and he has nice vision. And we saw power on that last 4th down play.
Travis Corpuz is feeling some cramps.
I got some of his knees skinned off, which happens in football. You just kind of eat it, you shake it off.
And Robin Kami helping out there with the athletic trainers. Travis Corpuz, by the way, second in the varsity team. He emerged as a leader in that secondary, and he built strong bonds with the teammates this year, in particularly with his quarterback, Ikaika Torres. In fact, both of them musically gifted. They play in a band. They made a band together called Kani Kapila. And they've played at assemblies and stuff too. And one of their bigger gigs was they opened for BET.
Wow, that's cool.
So calm down.
That is awesome.
So one plays guitar, the other plays ukulele, and the other does vocals and backup vocals too. So,
and Robin and the Angwai, they're just laughing.
Yeah. Angwai's a singer too.
Oh yeah, and John Kaina, his son, cousin.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he's a great singer.
And Robin Kami, because he's okay. He's okay at karaoke.
Robin Kami can't sing. I love you, Robin, but come on, bro. You know I rule the roost when it comes to karaoke, my man.
What is your go-to? Is it Larry Jeffrey Osborne?
A couple of those,
okay.
couple of those soul singers.
Wow. Second down and 4. Waialua looking to hit all the red notes right now on this drive. Quick hitter. This is dropped by Ramos. Good attack, man. He beat his man on the route. Just couldn't squeeze it in.
Wow, the band is playing Crazy Train by Ozzy Osbourne, and the fans are getting into it. I love it.
I mean, personally, they're very prideful of their bands, too. There are band rivalries that exist. This is 3rd and 4. Soriano Pascual, the motion man. He's in the flat. He's got it, and he hesitates and gets a first down.
Oh, my goodness.
Does it again.
I love this kid. Look at this guy. Are you kidding me? Look at him. He's lightning in a bottle.
Waialua clutching up again to extend the drive. This is play 9. Abila, 137 yards tonight. Defense came across to the offense. Get him there first. It's going to go against the Chargers.
Encroachment, defense, 5-yard penalty, still first down.
Yeah, Vilio to Mafi. He was one of the guys. He made a great point, Coach. I mean, you're down 10 like this, and momentum was slipping. Waialua slowly recapturing that momentum, but got to come away with something. 90 seconds to go. Abila gets to the stick. It's caught here by Bryson Williams. And Williams stays in bounds to buy 4 more yards and gets to the red zone at the 18. Makor Reyes forces him out. A gain of 10.
And, you know, they are dominating the time of possession possession Waialua is, and they're doing it in a non-traditional way. You'd think that it would just be running the ball, but the short passes, they are really doing a nice job keeping the ball away from this Pearl City explosive offense.
Soriano, Pascual, and Ramos are the two receivers at the bottom of the screen. They look that way. Abila goes out for Soriano, Pascual! Touchdown!
Wow, are you kidding me? He laid that out beautifully. Man, this kid is something. Abila, great time to throw, and he just feathers that in perfectly.
What a hookup. Again, no pure kicker on this team, so they're forced to go for two. They're 1 for 2 tonight. Abila. Open pylon, in for the conversion.
What an answer. What a game.
From Bullpup to Bulldog. Caden Soriano Pascual. On a great find from Emery Abila. And a 2-point game here in the third.
Man, Abila taking over here. He's got that bulldog in him.
Not only that, 10 plays, 73 yards. It took 4.5 off the clock. This is like a cornhole throw, just perfectly placed.
What a pass. And Soriano Pascual.
Hung on to it all the way through. Just got by Tayden Melazar Teixeira. And Abila, we're just pretty much every practice, right, trying to build those bonds and stay very positive. And that guy right there, in a near perfect end performance. 6 catches, 44 yards, and a touchdown, and a meaningful one to make it a 2-point game. Here's Gieva. Gieva stumbling, and that first wave jolted him. John Naho'opi'i, and a penalty flag down in the process here on the run back. 34 seconds to go.
You know, and you just see this Pearl City team. They're talented. They're big up front. They can run the football. They throw it well. They just seem disjointed. There's a disconnect between the amount of talent they have and the execution, consistent execution on offense that's really holding them back.
During the return, holding, 34 on the return team, 10-yard penalty from the spot. First down, Pro City.
Makoa Reyes. Now, what do you do here if you're Ikaika Torres? 16-25, 163 yards. Touchdown and an interception. Chargers, to begin the quarter, looked like they were going to run away with this. Scored 10 points on their first 2 drives of this period. Waialua answers back with 8 of their own. Torres going to hand it off. Gaspar's there. Gaspar closed up. Aiden Sternall. Sturdy through the gap.
That's one of the few times that Pearl City has been stopped in the run game.
Pearl City can take this to the end of the quarter if they choose to. I think they are. After a 14-14 game at the break, the Chargers score 10 in the third. Waialua answers back with 8 of their own. And in week 5 of this prep football season, setting up for a fun finish in the final 12 minutes. Pearl City 24, Waialua 22. Off we go to the fourth. And this presentation of the OIA on Spectrum OC 16 from Pearl City continues after this.
If you're on the go, at home or anywhere in between, always be connected to UH Sports and local high school action with Spectrum Sports and Spectrum OC16.
From the waterfront to the heart of our community, Hawaii longshoremen are right there with you. More than dedicated workers, we are part of the community. We're your neighbors, coaches, volunteers. Rooted in tradition and culture, we honor that heritage while building a brighter tomorrow for future generations. Longshoremen stand ready with a helping hand anytime, day and night. Grateful to give, united in service and dedication. Hawaii Longshoremen, connecting daily life, our communities, our islands.
Anything's possible.
People ask us, what's the secret to our poke?
It's really no secret. Just serve tuna that's caught fresh the same day.
Right off the hook.
Transforming hundreds of pounds of ahi into mouth-watering poke takes an incredible team, including our friends at Bank of Hawaii,
who can't get enough of our cold ginger ahi.
Thanks to them, two friends and foodies with a dream were able to show the world
anything's possible.
Reach your possible with Bank of Hawaii.
Coming up on Saturday, it'll be St. Louis and Mililani from John Kauinana Stadium. Two of the remaining undefeated teams around the state. And by the way, special, very special presentation on Saturday. They're going to retire James Millwood's number.
Really?
Yeah. So,
wow.
Looking forward to that. 6:15 game day, Hawaii delivered by Pizza.
79.
Yep, correct. And then 55 is the other number by Ma'atanu Vaso. They retired a couple of years ago. We'll see you there.
Big James.
In Mililani. Second down and 9. Another carry to the right. Gaspar there. And Conan Riddleberger will finally stop him. Pearl City is to win tonight. It's going to have to come down to just physicality in the trenches and find consistency with it. Oh, Torres dancing around now, chucking it, and Lee is there. He got 1 foot in for the catch.
Boy, Lee has been just getting loose all night long. He's been the guy to come up with big plays, and look at the protection.
Hang on here, holding. And a holding penalty called by the referee, Kyle Galdera. It's going to go back. A great catch nonetheless. Now we get first in this long. See if Pearl City try and swing the momentum back in their favor. Up 2. Trying to get to 2-0 in league play. And a penalty flag down. So it's going to go against Waialua.
Encroachment, number 7 defense, 5-yard penalty.
That is
so
the
first down.
6th encroachment penalty. Are you kidding me?
It's been tough here for Waialua. Inside give, big hole, Gaspar. Twirled down Fujishige. So not even the holding penalty can stop Gaspar. We have a Waialua man down behind the play.
This is what you call a gashing run. And look at the big O-line just clearing people out. Gaspar didn't get contact until he was 10 yards down the field.
That'll be Kaipo Suenaka Manners. Kaipo Suenaka Manners, his father's also an assistant coach with this group. 4 years with the program. So his mindset's really improved this year, and good to see that he's walking under his own strength. His sister Cassie, by the way, had her 16th birthday a few days ago, and so the whole family got out to celebrate too. Manners plans to either do wrestling or paddling or both this year. And that's a vital piece up front in the trenches because he brings a ton of experience for Waialua. First down. Torres slings it. Kiheva. Fujishige pushes him out. Fujishige has 14 tackles tonight.
That is incredible. Two scoops rice, extra salad, gravy all over for Fujishige after tonight.
Not even that, 2 pass breakups as well. Inside give AJ Garrido first down. And Garrido to the 39. Gain of 11, move those chains. Jensen Fujishige again, tackle 15 now for him.
And that's only his, I believe, second carry, Garrido. He is, I mean, I'm not sure what's going on, but the running game has absolutely gashed Waialua, and they keep going away from it.
The 39-yard line. And we had a flag down. A couple guys moved prior to the snap.
False start, 63 offense, 5-yard penalty, still first down.
Yep, good call there. Nofo Moione. Just more self-inflicting wounds. Girl City's won the last 6 meetings against Waialua. Last Waialua win was 14-12 in October of 2016. The Chargers have won 13 of the last 15. I'd like to extend that streak. First and 15, Torres fires, juggled and caught by Kiheva. Kiheva works laterally before he gets taken down. It's Kekai York Viernes to stop him 2-yard shot of the first down at the 31-yard line.
And this is a huge drive, and for Waialua, they gotta hold him to a field goal attempt if they want to have a chance here.
Ready.
More whistles.
False start, 63 offense, 5-yard penalty, still second down.
Oh boy, it's on Nofo Moione. Both teams bit by the penalty bug this evening. 13 penalties for Waialua tonight. 9 for 99 yards for Pearl City. Second and 7, Torres scanning and throwing in a tight window to Kiheva. Kiheva having a great night this evening. His 5th catch. Good for a first down at 27.
And Torres so accurate in the middle of the field. He is threading needles, finding windows. Just zipping that in there.
19 of 28, 192 yards this evening. And Torres whipping one, and it's caught by Noah Sullivan. And he's pushed out by Jensen Fujishige.
He's going to need an ice bath after this as well.
He's going to need a freezer.
Yeah.
Fujishige sideline to sideline, just covering and painting all parts of the field here tonight. Still second down. So the short routes have helped. They bunch 3 receivers now. Here to show off the arm of Torres. Yeah, they keep it here. Pushed it up there. Long run for Gaspar. Stopped at the 20. Jeremiah Clark. Great job to just chase him down. Man.
Gaspar is a slashing runner. You don't want him to go east and west, and that's your best hope of getting him to the ground is when he's running sideways. Big third down.
Garrido's the back on 3rd and 3. Torres, the short route was covered. Torres now takes off, and Torres extends the hands to lean forward to the chain. Conan Riddleberger's there. They get to the 17-yard line. It's going to be close depending on this spot. And now good for a first down.
Nice job by Torres. Just kind of dancing down the sideline here. Holding that football out and not putting himself in danger.
Torres end zone shot for Sullivan, incomplete.
Remember now, we saw Pearl City get into the red zone and, you know, did like what, 4 straight passes and didn't score. And, you know, that's a danger here. They got to mix it up. When they run the ball and throw, they are more balanced and much less predictable for the Waialua defense.
Absolutely. Can still get a first down at the 7. And switching out running backs. Gaspar's back there. Here's Gaspar. Cross left tackle. Lanzano threw out a block to free up his guy. And 3 red and gray jerseys get to him. Shaden Lele first in there to stop him. Inside the 10 to the 8.
And Gaspar, such a tough runner.
It's the second longest drive of the season, by the way, in terms of plays for Pearl City. This is play number 13. They had a 17-play drive against Moanalua that ended up as a touchdown a couple weeks ago. Torres wants to throw. He does, and this ball is caught by Abendanio for the touchdown.
Well done. Well executed drive there by Pearl City.
And they just dart one to him. Abendanio, who this year in total just has 3 catches. 2 of them have been for touchdowns.
And this will make it a 2-score game if he puts it through the uprights.
But first, this whistle, it's going to go against the defense.
Encroachment. Waialua, after distance to the goal, replay the try.
The try will be from the 1.5-yard line. Nothing too significant here for Jun Christian Wilson. Makes it a 20-yard extra point. And the second longest scoring drive of the season for the Chargers. Critical extra point. And it's pure. Good job from Pearl City on that drive. And Ikaika Torres doing what he does, throwing dimes. This one to Bronson Abendanio for his 2nd touchdown of the season. And the Chargers up 9.
Big every time, nice up your right here. When we stories way up, they go wide. 10 by 20 plus, dep on the side. Double X, yes, call it a double dime. Hawaii self-storage just as big every time, right? Hawaii self-storage is the place to be. Guaranteed from the boys of BET. So come on down to Hawaii self-storage. So come down, respect, yeah. Hawaii self-storage, #1. Check it, yeah.
I always knew I wanted to stay in Hawaii. This is where my roots are, and due to the rising cost of living, I feel like I need a stable career to support myself. I chose to go into cybersecurity as my area of study at the UH community colleges because they allowed me that opportunity. I think if you wanted to stay close to your family and close to home, college would give you an opportunity to find a job that would allow you to afford living here, as well as remain connected with your family.
Saturday, 2 elite programs step under the spotlight in a matchup made for prime time. St. Louis, Mililani, Hawaii Prep football only on OC 16, exclusively on Spectrum.
Bronson Abendanio, the recipient of the touchdown pass from Ikaika Torres, who's now thrown for 204 yards this evening. He only had 2 games of 200 or more passing yards last season. Now it's his 3rd this season alone. Abedanio's 3rd catch, and again, as we mentioned, of the 3 catches, 2 of them have been for touchdowns. Waialua still in it. Got to get a big return here. Brennan Ramirez. Watzkowitz gets to midfield. And it's the kicker, John Christian Wilson, who gets his first varsity football tackle. You know, I was talking to John Christian Wilson. I'm like, hey, are you ready for the moment where if you are the last line of defense, you got to get a tackle? He's like, oh, I'm ready. He did a lot of slide tackling during his soccer days as a midfielder and a striker in a variety of positions. And look at him. That's a clean form.
Boy, did that get everyone excited or what?
There you go, Judd. To the 49-yard line. Great return, though. Need one more lineman on, and Noah Bull comes onto the field, and we got a flag down for a delay game.
Delay a game on the offense. 5-yard penalty. First down.
And out, cheer squad out. Now we're gonna have an officials time.
It's too bad.
Yeah, no, the official.
There was no bull on that last huddle.
Oh wait, no, this might be Shaden Lele might be feeling some stuff right now, and you can kind of see his left hand. They got to make sure that he's okay, and so.
Only a sophomore, and he's been playing lights out.
And by the way, that's a great job from not only athletic trainers, but from the officials who are recognizing that. Prior to the season, by the way, officials take the official concussion protocol, and they must be passed and certified in order to officiate this year. And they look at symptoms of any player, not just for concussions, but any sign of injury to stop immediately. And that's just a good job all around from the guys in the stripes and even the ATs that are attending to him. And Lele's okay. Of course, Waialua has been playing their tails off here tonight on both sides, with just 33 on their roster, and they're still relatively in it. Down 9 with 7:07 to go.
You got to hurry.
Abila pump and throw downfield. It's caught. Sky Hirota off and running. And Hirota takes it inside the 10 on the biggest pass play of the night for the Bulldogs.
I just said they got to hurry. Well, here it is. Abila fast paces this beautiful reception. Boy, Hirota is tough. 50 yards of the game.
What a throw there from Abila. 215 yards now through the air.
Watch for Abila's running ability here, close in the red zone.
Gonna be a timeout. Waialua knocking on the door again. Down 9.
I thought you worked in his house.
Oh, I'm wherever he needs to fuel up. Oh, Cantina chicken burrito.
Thanks, Todd.
That's the way to do it.
You know what? Let me actually get something to wash that down with, please.
Yeah, I got you.
Easy. Appreciate it.
You've made a powerful enemy, Todd.
I didn't mean.
Around here, the environment is everything. And that's what makes Honda your perfect island ride. Honda is Kelley Blue Book's KBB.com best value brand. That means big deals on Honda hybrids, including Accord Hybrid, CR-V Hybrid, and Civic Hybrid. And for the second year in a row, all 3 Honda hybrids made the Car and Driver 10 Best list. So for the cars you can count on and the dealers you can trust, see your Hawaii Honda dealer today.
Saturday, Hawaii returns home for a matchup against Sam Houston. Catch it on Spectrum Sports, your home for Rainbow Warrior football.
Sam Houston and Hawaii ready to tangle. Our Spectrum Sports coverage begins with game on at 5:15. It goes down Saturday. If you're a Spectrum cable subscriber, it is free. It's on Spectrum Sports. Go ahead and check it out. After the gain of 50 from Sky Hirota on the catch and run, it's 1st and goal for the Bulldogs. Got the give again, and backpedaling's a Pau we haven't seen for a minute. Manuel Cachuela able to catch him 2 yards shy of the goal line.
Yeah, Pau took a shot to the lower legs, was upended. Now he's back.
Now Pau just showing some of that power. 2nd and goal now. And it's a keep for Abila, who just trots his way to the end zone. Touchdown, Waialua. What an answer back.
Oh. He started with that 50-yard bomb down the sidelines to Hirota, and boy, Abila has just played a whale of a game tonight.
You ain't kidding.
Mastery of this offense. He is a threat to run and pass.
Going for 2 here. Kahale via the back. Abila scanning and checks it down. This ball is caught by Hirota for 2. 1 point game.
Oh my goodness, what a game.
31-30. And still 5:54 to go. Look at Abila again. He had the game-tying touchdown in the first half. And he has this one to put him even closer, and even the stare down on his way at Taden Elazar Teixeira and blowing a kiss. And that kind of personality, that leadership ability too, and just always staying calm. And that's an ability that, you know, it's hard to teach. You know, a kid who's either 14 to 18 years old, just staying calm in the moment. But Abila has shown that in spades here tonight.
Yeah, the leadership, the poise, those are things you just can't coach. And you either have it or you don't. In big moments, is the moment too big for you, or can you rise up and make a play with your arm, with your feet? Everyone's counting on the quarterback to step up, and boy, has he.
Jeremiah Clark keeps us on the ground. It's a bouncing ball. Was there a flag? I think there was here. Him on the far sideline.
Encroachment on the kicking team. 5-yard penalty. Re-kick.
Remember, Waialua didn't get their field back until Tuesday, so they got to practice Tuesday and Wednesday, essentially just 2 full days of playing on an actual field and not the baseball field. And Emery Abila and a lot of these players say, you almost take it for granted. You know, when you play on a baseball field, there's no lines, right? You can't try field goals. So you really have no sense of space and direction until you actually get to try it on there. So it wasn't until week 5 where they actually got their field of practice and soon to host games. And encroachment came on the receiving team. That's why this kicks at the 45. Clark keeps it low. And a bouncer. Good job to eat it up there for Naden Nihipali. Smart move to the 31-yard line.
Wow. This is the drive of the season so far. If you're Waialua, you're 0-3. prohibitive underdogs coming in. And if you're Pearl City, you got to use that big mooses up front and try to run the football. I'd have Gasper, Garrido, those guys, Minami running the football. Try to eat some clock here.
Minami, the running back. Minami gets the call. Minami, good cut back in, right into the arms of Jeremiah Kahalevai. 11 first down yards as Kaipo Suinaka Manners and Aiden Sternow help in on the tackle as well.
You see this big O-line, the backside guard tackle pulling.
And Pearl City said, if we're going to try and beat some of the upper echelon teams in this division, which everyone's looking upstairs at Roosevelt, you got to have an effective run game. You got to shorten the game. You got to control the clock. Chance to experiment it right here. And a run again. This is for Aiden Minami. To the 50-yard line. John Naho'opi comes in to make the tackle.
Wow, gain of 8 after a gain of 11. They are running the rock here.
It might come at a certain point where if time becomes an issue for Waialua trying to get back into it, some coaches like allowing the team to score. It'll still be a one-possession game if they still go for an extra point. In the meantime, Minami gets hog-tied there by John Naho'opi. Good for a first down as we dive inside of 5 minutes.
And here is the 4-minute offense. So crucial for an offense a team that's in the lead, trying to take the game away from the defense, just trying to run out the clock here.
It's a John Naho'opi who's down. There are a lot of cramp issues. Saw them play Eagle Valley a couple of Thursdays ago, and there are about 6 instances of cramps, and they had the mustard bottle out. The mustard bottle made the trip, by the way, so it's kind of a last resort. Obviously, the ATs are going to stretch him out and make sure that he's okay. With 4:41 to go. (61-50) is the record here for Robin Kami. And John Naho'opi is up and walking under his own strength. And that's been a couple of times where Waialua's had guys down and battling back through some of the struggles. What a game in this division we've seen so far, huh?
Game.
Wild. Chargers have it, 4.5 to go. AJ Garrido the back, flip it forward now here for Kiheva, running out of room, and it's tackled there by Jeremiah Kahalevai. No gain, and another man down, unfortunately, and it's Kahalevai.
What a huge drive right now. 2nd and 10. So they did a nice job again trying to run, wide with that jet sweep, and Waialua was ready for it. So here we go. 2nd and 10 after this injured player, after he is taken care of. This is such a crucial drive. Down by 1.
And this looks a little bit more severe than just your run-of-the-mill cramp. And for Pearl City coming up, they have a game against Kaimuki in 8 days. Then a big one on the road against Roosevelt towards the end of September. And Kahalevai, a senior, we see more stretching out there.
It's been a humid day and night. No doubt. I mean, the rain helped to alleviate some of it, but it's still pretty humid. You know, energy drinks, that's really a culprit of a lot of the cramps. You know, the kids are all drinking that kind of stuff. And
typically, when are you supposed to hydrate?
Well, you hydrate during the course of the week. I mean, you start 3-4 days ahead, and you just continue to drink, especially when you wake up and before you go to sleep. Drink a lot of water.
Clock spins here, 4:10 to go. Garrido's the running back. And a little Garrido Supreme up the middle. Jeremiah Clark makes a stop to the 35-yard line.
Boy, Garrido is so hungry. A couple of times they pulled him out after a couple of carries that he was so dismayed. He just wanted to stay in and run the ball.
The 35. In motion, give here to A.J. Garrido. Again, big hole. Right through the middle, another first down carry. Through the chains to the 22. Jensen Fujishige now has 17 tackles tonight.
Is this a hole or is this a valley? Man, that's a chasm. Look at that. Garrido was like, wow.
Yeah, you can drive a truck through there.
Yeah.
Gaspar, the running back.
Garrido is the closer coming in the fourth quarter.
The emotions, another run. Gaspar gets crunched there by Jeremiah Clark and Conan Riddleberger.
Wow, Jeremiah Clark. I mean, Gaspar is one tough cookie, and he just took an absolute vicious shot. Clark is rugged.
Takatore's on the left, 22 of 32, 204 yards, and 2 touchdowns and an interception. Aiden Minami's got 46 rushing yards on 7 carries. They decide to still spread them out. 2:20 to go now. Here's Minami. Minami gets outside, gets to the end zone. Touchdown.
Yeah, they got 3 really solid running backs. I mean, this Pearl City team is loaded with talent at the skill positions, at the O-line. They've got a nifty quarterback. They got some nice receivers and a 3-headed monster at running back in the backfield.
Micah Naknak is down by the numbers. And being tended to by the athletic trainers. Just an unfortunate incident for both teams. And
you know, a lot of these coaches' shirts, it's some pretty wild designs. It's a lot of fun. I mean, I'm more of a traditional solid polo shirt guy, but you know, I think it's cool.
Yeah, I mean, you know, everyone's got, you know, it's typically the style of, right, the head coach and their personality too, right, the style of the team. And Naknak gets pulled up. You're looking at 55 here. Dead center of your screen, right on the spot of where Minami goes through. Then he gets rolled underneath. He gets folded underneath. Good to see that he's walking up. Now decision time here if you're Pearl City. Going for 1, which would still make it a 1-possession game. You see Michael Naknak on the right, the defensive coordinator, the brother of Micah. So a critical extra point coming here for June Christian Wilson. And first, a flag.
Prior to the snap, encroachment, defense, half the distance, replay the try.
And the reason, even though the kick was good, the reason why you cannot decline that is because the penalty is pre-snap. So if it's before the snap, then no play happened, and that's why you must go for it again. But it will move the ball to the 1.5.
Crucial extra point here.
Either make or miss. It'll still be a one possession game. Now, a 2-pointer obviously might ice the game. Of course, you don't want to take that risk. You want to let your defense kind of step up. Oh, this is bouncing. And now this is a critical play for Lee, who throws it, and it's deflected and incomplete. Hayes Ramos got a hand in there, and it's a 7-point game here with 2:11 to go.
Man, you know, Waialua with 2:11 to go, we saw how they just went down the field. Look at this bad snap. It just dribbled all the way.
If he converts that, then the game is much further out of reach for Waialua. But now with 2:11 to go, and Waialua only needing a few plays. They had their last touchdown drive was 3 plays, and it took 1:13 seconds. And here's how Pearl City gets in 8 plays, controls the clock. And Minami just stop it on a dime to get outside.
8 plays, 69 yards. They ran the ball well. Now Waialua has to answer again with very little, not a whole lot of time.
Critical return. It's popping up for Ramos. Ramos gets taken down at the 23. Like a shark in the water, UN gets to him. Here with 2 timeouts. You know, this ball popping straight up was a nightmare scenario for Waialua because there was enough time of a split second for Pearl City's coverage team to get down.
Yeah, it really messed everything up. The timing of the play. You know, you can't hold your blocks longer when the ball is not being. It's a timing play. You want the ball to be run past you while you're in the midst of blocking.
Waialua trying to knock off Pearl City for the first time since 2016. Abila, everything downfield covered. Now throws on the run. It's caught. It's Sky Hirota to get out of bounds. Abila lives for these moments. You watched a lot of OC16 growing up and dreamed for the opportunity to have a moment similar to this. He cashed in on it last year in that double overtime victory against Kalaheo.
We have a timeout for equipment.
And there's an equipment timeout. I think the chain is all tangled up. They're tending to the chain on the far side. It was all tangled up, and now well, even the chain had a cramp. Now making sure all the links are straight, and the spot is good. And it was good for a first down, confirmed by Kyle Galdera on the catch.
And he got out of bounds.
Minute 57 to go. Low snap. Abila just chucks it up top. Here for Soriano Pascual. It's incomplete. 2 guys guarding him. One of them was UN, the other Tayden Elizar Teixeira.
You know, that's not a bad call on first down. This guy has been money. What a pass. Just over the head and over the outstretched arms. Of Bullet was just flying by.
The last 5 meetings between these two have come down to single possession scores. It's been that tight between these two in a series dominated by Pearl City. Can Waialua finally break through? Abila on 2nd and 10. Everybody coming. Now he throws. Soriano Pascual makes the catch. He gets to midfield and out of bounds. Bullet does it again.
What a player. And give credit to Abila. Keeping this play alive. Rolling to his right. under pressure, and Soriano Pascual has the presence of mind to get out of bounds. My goodness.
What a throw to Caden Soriano Pascual. They're tending to Rylan Kiheva, the very talented freshman DB who has 4 tackles this evening, and making sure that he's stable. Kiheva, again, the only freshman on this team, and wears those colors with a lot of pride. And he talked about some of the goals he wanted to accomplish too, and he's getting time in the spotlight. Had a lot of good plays over the previous TV games at OC16, and loves his family. And
it's gonna scramble drill. It's gonna be a scramble drill.
he got tangled up trying to make the play on Soriano Pascual, number 5 right there, center of your screen. It's there, and he kind of lands awkwardly on that right arm too, and
yeah, it's tough to diagnose from up here, but it could be the arm.
Again, we've had a slew of precautionary injury stoppages. And Kiheva will walk off. High drama here to kick off week 5. Marley Nerbedal, number 30, is in for him. He'll play the corner. He'll have to guard Bryson Williams. 100 seconds to go. And Waialua driving for maybe the win. Throw here to Williams. Too tall, incomplete. Guarded there by Manuel Cachuela.
Man, every play is so critical here. Every down, every play is like a chess match. Trying to read what the defense is giving you. I mean, if you're a defense, do you gamble? Do you blitz? Do you leave the back end exposed? I mean, Abila has shown an ability to get rid of the ball quickly. You have to put a spy on him because he can run with his feet. Just so many variables that go into the defending of this team.
Apau blocks the throw from Abila, is in traffic, held on by Clark. Taden Elazar Teixeira is there. Timeout, Waialua.
Timeout, Waialua.
Oh, Taden Elazar Teixeira.
One timeout
he
remaining.
jumps this. His game's over, but it's just hung on to by Clark. Look at this, 9 on 9.
Look at the concentration of Clark getting hammered as the ball gets there, twisted on the way down.
Good job from Clark to hang on to that. Already a season-high total through the air for Emery Abila. 254 passing yards this evening. Again, still early on in the season, so not a ton significantly at stake. But again, half of these squads won't make it past Halloween. 4 of them get to the Final Four in the race for the OI Division II crown. Waialua's only loss this year, by the way, was a forfeit to Roosevelt. That's how they had their loss, and Roosevelt gets their win. It's the actual first game that Waialua's had since August 21st, 2 Thursdays ago. 3rd down. Abila works the stick. It's high. It's incomplete. Intended for Hayes Ramos. And the game comes down to one play to try and get a first down.
And you got 3 really good receivers. You got Ramos, Hirota. I mean, those 2 have been the first down guys. You know, they've been the guys that have been getting open down the seam on the sidelines. But boy, Soriano Pascual has been the big play guy.
Watch out, if you're Pearl City, you're sitting everybody. Could be a stampede maybe ahead on this 4th down. Comes down to this here for Waialua. Gotta get 6 to extend the game. Abila fires. Wide open Ramos. Oh, incomplete. He was behind the defense.
Oh.
And Pearl City survives and takes over on downs.
Oh, and Abila had the time. He just overshot the receiver by 5 yards.
Ultra effort from those two guys of the 33 that have suited up tonight for Waialua.
You know, Waialua, man, they left it all on the field tonight.
And Pearl City almost let one slip by through their hands. One more kneel down will do it. Pearl City had nearly 400 yards of offense tonight. Well above their average for the season. And that Manny Kaikator is 204 yards through the air. It's his 5th career game of 200 or more passing yards. Well, Pearl City just getting by. And winning this one 37-30. What an effort from both squads.
What a game.
2 hours and 51 minutes of action in the OIA Division II. And what a way to kick off week 5 of the season. Major Thursday night action. And it's Pearl City to remain undefeated in league play and get to 3-2 on the season overall. All heart, all effort. Everyone's head should be up. They put on a show for the States as the Chargers win this one 37-30.
A blind spot that's never out of sight. How it should be. The Hyundai Tucson.
Now for a limited time, get 1.99% APR for 60 months on the Hyundai Tucson or Tucson Hybrid. Visit your local Hyundai dealer today.
Do you remember your first kiss? Your wedding day? Your child's first steps? Memories are precious. Protect them now before they're lost. If you or someone you love is experiencing early signs of dementia, like confusion, repeating questions, struggling to find words, talk to your doctor. Learn the signs at hawaiidementia.org.
This is it.
This is where our family is from?
Well, it's where I first told your mom I like her after school one day.
What did she say?
I ordered chili.
I want chili. I thought our family came from Mililani.
The packs are back. The Vegas pack, loaded with all-time Hawaii favorites. The popular Surf Pack and Surf Pack Deluxe, now with furikake. Available daily for a limited time. Hurry and pack it on today.
Anything's possible.
People ask us, what's the secret to our poke?
It's really no secret. Just serve tuna that's caught fresh the same day.
Right off the hook.
Transforming hundreds of pounds of ahi into mouth-watering poke takes an incredible team, including our friends at Bank of Hawaii,
who can't get enough of our cold ginger ahi.
Thanks to them, 2 friends and foodies with a dream were able to show the world
Anything's possible.
Reach your possible with Bank of Hawaii.
You're watching Spectrum XCast, all high school sports, all the time. Thursday night thriller to kick off week 5. Down to the wire. Pearl City wins it 37-30. They get to 3-2 overall, 2-0 in league play. Waialua drops to 0-2. They'll have another Thursday night game against Castle on Spectrum OC16 later on in October. But overall here tonight, what effort we saw from both teams, in particular from Waialua. 33 total suited players up, trailed by 10. Yes. Came back, had a chance to win in the end, but ultimately it belonged to Pearl City tonight.
What a game. I mean, you know, honestly, the expectation for us, you know, Waialua got bombed in their first two games, 41-12, 51-12, or 14, something like that. They gave up 92 points in 2 games. Then they forfeit, and so our expectations were, okay, they're scrappy, they play hard, but they're undermanned, they haven't looked great. But, boy, they looked really good. They looked great. And credit to Coach Wirtz and his staff for preparing this team, 33 strong, going 2 ways, and doing a heck of a job tonight.
And through it all, Gary Wirtz always sees a silver lining. You never know what a game like this can do to jumpstart what's coming forward here for Waialua if they're trying to get to the top 4 and get to the OIA tournament. But for now, this night belong to the designated visiting team on their home field, if you will. The Pearl City Chargers with Ikaika Torres, the Hawaii Honda Leaders Impact players with Jimmy.
Yeah, thanks a lot, guys. Ikaika, first question. What was going through your mind on the 4th down play when you saw them throw the ball up with a wide receiver open?
Oh, man. Shoot, my heart dropped. I thought they was going to score the ball, and we had to go into overtime or something like that. So I'm just glad they didn't catch it. So.
Well, let's talk about your passing game. You went over 200 yards again tonight, 2 TDs for you. Talk about your game tonight with the passing.
Man, I actually like to thank my O-line for like helping me get there, actually. And, yeah, it's a blessing. It's a blessing to be out here and, you know, compete in the D2 division.
Talk about the running game, too. I mean, you guys got 3 solid guys in that backfield that you can pick any one of them. What's that like for you as a quarterback, having those options?
Stability. I like it feels good that when one running back is tired, we have another one that's ready to ball out. So it makes me feel like really confident in my game and our offensive game.
You know, when you're at a concert, the lead singer always introduces the band. Why don't you introduce the guys behind you tonight?
Oh, yeah. Okay. This is Ezra. In the flesh. Cool guy. This is Tomo. Yep.
So.
Yep, big 70. This is Micah.
Center.
What's up? This is Nofo.
One and only.
Yep. And this is Mone. These are all my boys since freshman year. So, yeah, 4 years. Growing together.
Felipe, they were asking for you to shout out the O-line, but I think my man just did it right here. Yeah. We got everybody in tonight, and, of course, an Impact Player Award for this guy, Ikaika Torres. Guys, back to you.
So calm down. And how about Pearl City showing some respect to the O-line, and Ikaika Torres here this evening. 204 yards through the air, 5th career 200-yard performance. Hung tough, we saw it with his arm, we saw it with his feet, we saw it pretty much in all facets here for Ikaika Torres and company.
Again, this big O-line, they're the engines that drive the machine tonight. Over 400 yards. The running game was outstanding. They gave Torres great protection. They played tremendous tonight.
Oh, it's still in the wrapper, of course. Christian Kiheva, 40 receiving yards, by the way. Mai Li'i, 4 catches, 86 yards. The touchdown catches for Kiheva and Abendanio as well. So I'll tell you what, it's a pretty good Pro City team, but still a lot of work to do if they want to be in that next level with the likes of Roosevelt in this division. But ultimately, a great performance here from the Chargers. On the opposite side, though, nonstop effort. We saw it up and down, particularly on the defensive side. And Jensen Fujishige, the Hawaii Honda Leaders Impact player. There's a guy from Iolani by the name of Sterling Sakashita who had 16 tackles in a game one time for the Raiders at Aloha Stadium. Jensen Fujishige had 17 tonight. It's the most on OC 16.
And he had 1 for loss, 2 broken up. He also had a touchdown saving tackle in that effort. I mean, the guy was just incredible. I mean, you rarely see a cornerback make that big of an impact as a defense. Usually it's the middle linebacker, it's a D lineman, a safety, but for a cornerback and for him to play sideline to sideline, really remarkable game for that young man.
Emery Abilla, quarterback for Waialua, 22 of 33 for 254 yards and 2 touchdowns. this evening. And one other touchdowns is the Taco Bell play of the game. You're going to remember this guy's name, by the way, Emery Abila, and also Caden Soriano Pascual comes up with a big catch in the end zone for the touchdown. Soriano Pascual, 7 catches, 69 yards in that tutty right there.
Yeah, he is going to be special. He already is just an absolute primetime player. He's going to be incredible, man. Freshman, are you kidding me?
A pretty good way to kick off week 5 of this prep football season. 2 more segments before we say hello. Post-game show is coming up next. Still a ton to talk about here in this division. Going to be a fun finish all the way till mid-November. Tonight, though, the kickoff September, Chargers win by 7.
Servicing our island ports are longshoremen, the men and women that nurture the lifeline to Hawaii. In ancient Hawaii, the Po'ola were entrusted to manage the waterfront. Today, our longshoremen are dedicated to the traditions of the Po'ola as they look out for the well-being of Hawaii. Longshoremen are also coaches, mentors, and community leaders, shaping the next generation. Proudly connecting all the islands, we are grateful to Hawaii for trusting in us to bring the goods to our people. Hawaii Longshoremen, connecting daily life, our communities, our islands.
Growing up, I wanted to not only take care of the land, but I also wanted to help my community. When I enrolled in college, I didn't really know what I wanted to do. Now, because of my education, I'm starting to see a brighter future where Aina and community can flourish. If you're wondering if college is for you, best thing you can do is just go into it. And you're gonna find an active community here and eventually gonna find your own path, just like I did.
Here in Hawaii, we don't just live on the land, we live with the land, defending our Aina from pest and invasive species to protecting local farmers and businesses. The team at the Department of Agriculture and Biosecurity are passionate professionals who care deeply about our culture and our way of life. This isn't just a job, it's a calling, a commitment to our Aina and to each other. The Department of Agriculture and Biosecurity is hiring now. Come grow with us and join the fight against invasive species and help protect our Hawaii.
Hardware Hawaii, your Mapunapuna hardware store. At Hardware Hawaii Mapunapuna, our experienced team is happy to help you with any of your home project or construction job. Meet our contractor, sales specialist Jerry.
I've been in the business for over 20 plus years. Our team is here, ready and willing to help you find what you need.
So come on down. We're here, ready to help. Hardware Hawaii. Customer first in Mapunapuna.
You're watching Hawaii High School Sports on Spectrum XCast.
From Spectrum OC16, it's the Hawaiian Financial FCU post-game show.
What a night, Bino Neves Stadium. What a great setting. A little Thursday night action for you on Spectrum OC16, and saw a couple of great performances here tonight, which included Jensen Fujishige's defensive clinic. 12 solo tackles, 5 assisted, 17 in total with 2 pass breakups. He had almost 3 times as many tackles than Pearl City's leading tackler, Coon Miner.
You know, if this guy is not on the first team defense for D2 OIA, I don't know what to say.
Ikaika Torres missed 1 game because of the concussion. It was against Waialua. Since then, he's gone 2-0, more than 270 yards in the game against McKinley. He puts up 204 tonight. He finds 6 different receiving targets. Kieva's one of them for 40 yards. Lee, had 86 receiving yards, 1 gain of 60. Kieva, the first touchdown of the game to him. Distributed well, found his guys. Bronson Avendaño, just his 3rd catch of the year and his 2nd touchdown for the season. All of that equating to a 7-point victory for the Chargers as we take a look at the final game stats.
You know, one of the big things that flipped this game to Pearl City's in their favor was the ability to run the football in the second half. 177 yards, most of that in the second half. The time of possession absolutely flipped to Pearl City.
Yeah.
I mean, it was crazy. They were losing the time of possession 2-1. But that rushing attack, if they can continue to do that, they're going to be dangerous. But look at the penalties, absolutely outrageous. Both teams 26 total combined for 210 yards. Wow.
Season high totals for Waialua in points and in total yards as well this evening. A lot of positives to take out of here if you're Waialua moving forward. Again, a matchup against Castle on OC16 is looming in October on another Thursday night, this time over at Waialua. But overall, I mean, these two teams still trying to figure themselves out, but they're getting closer to becoming a lot more of a complete team. It's those little mistakes, the encroachment penalties for Waialua, and the inability to kind of either run the ball effectively or even close it out defensively here for the Chargers.
Yeah, I think for Pearl City, it's simple. You love throwing the football. I get it. You have a dynamic quarterback, great receivers, but you're forcing the ball to Case Texera. Let the the game come naturally. You've got a big, beefy O-line, 3 great running backs, run the football, set up the pass. I think Pearl City can be very good. They just got to work on some execution stuff. As far as, Waialua, Abila is just the real deal. He showed it tonight with his passing ability, running ability, scrambling. He was fun to watch.
And to your credit, to your points on Pearl City, right, it was a throw later on in the second half, intercepted by Jeremiah Clark, ended up setting up a touchdown, keeping Waialua in this game. Roosevelt's salivating right now, watching this game, moving forward. Currently undefeated 1-0. All right, Jimmy, what'd you see?
It was the bounce backs for me tonight. They kept this game exciting. Just every team would have an answer for the other team, and just back and forth we went all night long. It started with Waialua getting the first bounce back after giving up the early touchdown to Pearl City, having a couple drives that stalled. Well, Emery Abila is going to find Hayes Ramos for the touchdown catch there. And then with the 2-point conversion, they actually take the lead. They're just bouncing back. All right. We went back and forth into the first half. It was tied at 14, and Pearl City's going to start the bounce back here in the third quarter. Alohi Gaspar with a TD run. That's set up by 2 great Alohi Gaspar runs prior to that. He took the ball 3 times in a row and then punched it into the end zone. Pearl City again back into the lead. Waialua would keep trying to come back. They would get it within 2, but Pearl City's going to try to seal the deal here. And it was your impact player, Ikaika Torres. A great throw there to Brunson Abendanio. Finds him open in the end zone. They get the touchdown. They'll hold on to the lead, but just all night long, even to the end with the 4th down play for Waialua, you just felt like every team had an answer and kind of felt like we might be doing a double overtime game again like we did last year against Kalaheo.
Yeah, it certainly felt that way. You're right about that, Jimmy. On a night where Jay Sapal, 10 carries, 49 rushing yards for Alohi Gaspar, 12 carries, 83 yards and a touchdown. Aiden Minami poured in 8 for 63 and a touchdown. Ultimately, the designated visitors on their home field pick up a W, their second in league play, and currently, temporarily, sit atop the OIA Division II standings right now. We wrap it up when you come back. Pearl City wins this one. All smiles from both fan bases, Waialua and Pearl City, and for good reason. This is a heck of a Thursday night, and we wrap it up when you come back from Bino Neves Stadium.
Around here, the environment is everything. And that's what makes Honda your perfect island ride. Honda is Kelley Blue Book's KBB.com best value brand. That means big deals on Honda hybrids, including Accord Hybrid, CR-V Hybrid, and Civic Hybrid. And for the 2nd year in a row, all 3 Honda hybrids made the Car and Driver 10 Best list. So for the cars you can count on and the dealers you can trust, see your Hawaii Honda dealer today.
Cantina chicken bowl with that slow roasted chicken and freshly prepared pico.
Thank you, sir. So what do 2 dudes do in LA for fun? Shout out Taco Bell for sponsoring the pod and for being my go-to source of protein.
I'm so sorry to cut you off. It's like macro magic.
Yeah, it's like macro magic. Top.
Here's the dream. Never stop doing what you love. The choices you make now can keep the dream alive tomorrow. So you can live your life your way. We're here to help with a personalized approach to a healthier you. Hawaii Pacific Health.
Memories are precious, so protect them. If you or someone you love has early signs of dementia, like confusion or repeating questions, talk to your doctor. Learn the signs at hawaiidementia.org.
Here's the deal. People need a place to explore national issues that have an impact on their community. Join us every week to catch up on the stories making a big difference.
Watch The Big Deal with Errol Lewis Saturdays at 4 on OC16.
Welcome back to the Hawaiian Financial FCU post-game show.
Programming note, Sam Houston will take on Hawaii. It is free if you're a Spectrum Cable subscriber. We got your Rainbow Warrior football action, our first of the season. Game on Saturday at 5:15. Programming note tomorrow, back with you at 7:15 for a Farrington homecoming night. It's the Govs and the Mules. So the oldest schools in the OIA ready to tangle. Friday night lights on Spectrum. OC16, XCast, and the Spectrum News app. Thank you to Reed Shigemasa and everyone here at Pearl City as we get to our friends at Popeyes. A thing we like to call extra points. One final thought from all of us here. We're in Pearl City. You have a special spot here, right?
Yeah, I live in Pearl City, about a block away, and Pearl City is so unique. It's one of like 3 towns on Oahu that doesn't have a Hawaiian name, the other 2 being Salt Lake and Sunset Beach.
Mm-hmm.
But it's cool because, not only I live here, but I have deep roots here. When I first started coaching in 1985, my first gig, I was the JV defensive coordinator for Pearl City, and it was a lot of fun. That's where I got my feet wet. And then Pearl City was kind enough to host Kapolei High School before we built a stadium. The first 6 seasons of Kapolei football, our home games were played here at Pearl City. So
Wow,
Pearl
really?
City has been really good to us.
Wow, excellent. And this is the first time you're calling a game in Pearl City, too, right?
First time, yeah.
I cannot believe that. With 20-plus years you've been with us, that's a heck of a stat. All right, Jimmy, what did you see, sir?
Yeah, I think we were talking earlier that we tend to see a lot of the similar foods out of the concession stands at the football games that we go to. I want to give a shout out, though. Baked spaghetti was a special tonight.
Did it have cheese over the top?
I didn't see it, but that sounds delicious.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's pretty rare for a concession stand thing. Baked spaghetti.
It's also rare. The last time we came here, they had lumpia.
What?
They had lumpia downstairs, too. Yeah, and it's expanded. Well, keep it on here because we were talking about karaoke songs earlier, too. What is everyone's, and because we were mentioning Robin Kami, who, typically he'll go out and, sing karaoke
He's awesome.
once in a while.
He can sing.
Yeah.
I criticized him earlier,
Yeah.
but I love you, Robin.
Yeah. Well, you raked him to the coals, I think. It was
You're still not better than me, but I love you anyway.
Everyone, all right, well, what's on your karaoke playlist when you're at the karaoke venue, when you're...
Yeah, my
what's your
go-to, probably Billy Vera and the Beaters at this moment.
Okay.
That's a one-hit wonder.
Okay, right on. I'm gonna go Montel Jordan. This is how we do it. That's my jam right there. Jimbo.
I tend to go like 80 stuff, like a Tainted Love, but ask the people that were at Mandy Suganuma's birthday party a couple months ago. My version of White Wedding by Billy Idol killed.
Wow.
Killed.
Well, that is a heck of a playlist right there. So there are certain songs that you don't want to sing. They're a little cliche, like Sweet Caroline.
Yeah.
Not great, too. But one of these days, all 3 of us, we're going to go karaoke. Sound good?
Let's go.
Okay, cool. We're going to get right on that. We're going to see you tomorrow night for homecoming, Farrington and Lelehua. Game Day Hawaii, delivered by Pizza Hut at 7:15. With Darren Hernandez, Jimmy Bender, our statistician, Sean Suioka. We love you, Mary Suioka. Thanks for watching. Appreciate you. John Sheen, our producer, Dave Vinton, our director, Matt Cordero. They're turning out the lights. Our entire crew, Felipe Ostro, support high school sports. So long from Pearl City.
Popeye's wings got better. Now available in spicy and mild, sauced and dry rub, bone-in and boneless. With Popeye's wings, you can enjoy bold flavor while controlling the heat.
Love that chicken from Popeyes.
This is it.
This is where our family is from?
Well, it's where I first told your mom I like her after school one day.
What did she say?
I ordered chili.
I want chili. I thought our family came from Mililani.
The packs are back. The Vegas pack, loaded with all-time Hawaii favorites. The popular Surf Pack and Surf Pack Deluxe, now with furikake. Available daily for a limited time. Hurry and pack it on today.
Popeye's wings got better. Now available in spicy and mild, sauced and dry rub, bone-in and boneless. With Popeye's wings, you can enjoy bold flavor while controlling the heat.
Love that chicken from Popeyes.
How's it? I'm Jimmy Bender. You're watching Spectrum XCast.
It's Game Day Hawaii, presented by Pizza Hut.
Drilled it! Unbelievable! A one-handed grab!
A Crusader Championship coronation.
What a run!
Oh, wow! Downfield, touchdown!
Another spectacular setting to kick off Week 5 of the prep football season. And the road to the OIA Championship takes a pit stop atop the hill. Here in Pearl City, it's a Division II duel and a rare Thursday evening matchup. Welcome to the OIA on Spectrum OC16. Overcast right now, humidity still high, and two teams looking to catch up. It's the 2-2 Chargers of Pearl City against the 0-3 Bulldogs of Waialua. This is Game Day Hawaii, delivered by Pizza Hut. Hi, everyone. Great to have you with us. Felipe Ostro, Darren Hernandez, Jimmy Bender's coming up in just a second. These games become much more meaningful the further we get along into the season. And Pearl City right now at 500 overall. And everyone trying to keep pace with likely the favorite here, Roosevelt, who are the defending OIA Division II champs.
Week 5 already? Are you kidding me? You know, this Pearl City team, very scrappy, lots to prove. If there's any team in D2 that can make a run, Pearl City has the talent, the size, and the ability to give Roosevelt a scare.
Yeah, and we saw them play competitive matchups against Kaiser earlier this season. We'll see how the Chargers will come out, albeit as the visiting team here today. More on that in a second against the Bulldogs here today. For more on this matchup, Jimmy Bender's first on the field.
Yeah, thanks a lot, guys. And you mentioned it, Felipe. We've seen this Charger team twice already in the first month of the season on TV. They took their lumps in those games, especially injury-wise. But Coach Robin Kami telling me right now they're at 99% health, so that's the best that he could hope for coming into tonight.
A couple guys ineligible here tonight because of injuries, which includes Jordan Kabuyadao, their backup quarterback. So they're only running with one QB here today. And right now they got one win on the season. Everyone trying to keep pace with the likes of Roosevelt and Kalaheo. How about Kalaheo? A big win over Castle as well. Kalani at 1-0-2. Roosevelt got their only win, and Wailua's only lost because Waialua forfeited to heal up on the injuries. And that's why Waialua sits currently at the bottom alphabetically. Chargers currently sitting at 1-0. Is this Roosevelt's to lose right now? Roosevelt, we see a lot of Roosevelt in the offseason. This might be their division this year, but Pearl City and some of the other teams might have something to say for it.
Yeah, you know, not only Pearl City, but you mentioned Kalaheo. They have been putting up a lot of points, and Kalaheo, man. I mean, look, when I was a kid, Kalaheo was tough. They had Ronnie Bond at running back in the late 70s and early 80s. They were really tough, so good for them.
Yeah, and a Pearl City team, by the way, that's looking to eventually beat Kalaheo and those likes on their way up to the top of this division. And they are healthier right now, which includes their quarterback, Ikaika Torres, who threw 51 passes against McKinley. 31-13 the final. Torres missed the Moanalua game because of a concussion. Got 4 touchdowns, 281 yards. Case Teixeira had a career-high 158. So Ikaika Torres, right, we saw him in the game against Kaiser, albeit a little bit banged up in the second half. What's impressed you most about what this kid can do on the field?
I tell you what, barring injury, he is probably one of the most dynamic quarterbacks in D2, and he can throw, he can run, he's very accurate. He's a leader, senior guy, Not a big dude, but can make things happen with his feet and with his arm.
They have 3 running backs in this rotation. They may get some reps, but the passing game has really been the focal point through the first 4 games of the season, and they got great targets to throw to, which includes Case Texture, who's been all over the field. He's been putting up some dynamite numbers for a guy in his first full year on a varsity team.
Such a great name, Kays. He's going crazy. He looks great, tall, just a high point guy. You can throw it up to him, and good separation from the defender. I like his game.
For head coach Robin Kami, now in his 13th season really overall with the program, and more if you include the JV ranks too. Right, he's got a pretty good winning record. The last time they lost to Waialua, by the way, 2016, it was on the road in a 2-point game. But the Chargers still need to figure things out, particularly on the defensive side. What are the realistic chances that this Pearl City team can get all the way to mid-November in the OIA Division II final?
You know, I think they have a great chance. They have to keep Ikaika Torres upright. He has to remain healthy. They have a dynamic passing game. Look, they have a nice big O-line. Their O-line can compete in D1. They have the size to do that, and their D-line. So they're big across the lines. They got a senior quarterback. I think if they can gel at the right time, they're going to be dangerous in D2.
And so the Chargers look to move a game over 500. Waialua looking for their first win of this 2025 season. Gary Wirtz and the rest of the Bulldogs ready to prove that they're the big dogs on the block here today. Division II action, and it's Game Day Hawaii, delivered by Pizza Hut.
Friday, Hawaii and Utah Valley face off as the Outrigger Invitational continues. Rainbow Wahine Volleyball on OC 16, exclusively on Spectrum.
At Jerry V's Auto Group, we believe in more than just selling cars. We find solutions that fit your needs with exclusive benefits you won't find anywhere else. We work to get you a quality vehicle with monthly payments that you can afford. Our customer Bill of Rights back it up with incredible programs like Love It or Trade It Guarantee and Safe Tires for Life. Experience a better way to buy at Jerry V's Auto Group. We are Hawaii's dealer for the people.
So what can I get you?
Need to fuel up before the big game? Great food is always the winning play. Rainbow Drive-In, where game day begins.
Friday, Hawaii and Utah Valley face off as the Outrigger Invitational continues. Rainbow Wahine Volleyball on OC 16, exclusively on Spectrum.
Welcome back to Game Day Hawaii, presented by Pizza Hut.
A beautiful shot of Waialua as the Bulldogs, who are putting in new grass on their field, but it's not fully settled in yet. They were supposed to host today, but things didn't work out. So they're the home team at Pearl City for this Division II matchup. Back upstairs, Felipe, Coach, and Jimmy in a second. Waialua loves Thursday night games. What's the benefit from a coaching standpoint of playing earlier in the week in the case of Waialua is doing right now?
Well, I don't think there's a lot of benefits to it because you really can't practice on Sunday, so you have a short week. The best thing about it is that if you do play a Saturday game the week after, you got a lot of time to rest up and to watch film to get ready for the next game.
Last time they played on a Thursday, an OC 16 double overtime victory for Emery Abilla, the quarterback here for the Bulldogs, over the Kalaheo Mustangs. For Emery Abilla, well, it was top 5 in pass yards a season ago in the OIA Division II. He's sneaky good. He's got more leadership this season, but he doesn't have a ton of targets. It's a team of just 34 total on the roster, 33 eligible here today. But if they're going to find effectiveness in the offense, the run game might help, which includes Jace Apau. What do the Bulldogs need to do here today to establish themselves early against a Pearl City team that seems to be picking up some steam?
Yeah, you know, they're going to have to establish the run. Jace Apau, he's rugged. He can run the rock, do some outside zone, some off tackle, get him the ball in space and see what he can do to kind of give the quarterback and the passing game more room to work.
Which puts more pressure on this offensive line, about 8 in total here on staff for the Waialua Bulldogs. Jimmy Bender talked to head coach Gary Wirtz. Downstairs we go.
Yeah, and you guys mentioned it, the fact that they don't have their field ready to go yet. Talking to Gary Wirtz about the fact that, you're the home team on paper here, but it's the visitors' side. He said, well, it's weird. And what's really weird for him is having to practice in an area he calls a parallelogram on the baseball field for now, but hoping that they could get the field cleared tomorrow and maybe start practicing again on their regular football field, guys.
When Lincoln Baird was the head coach, 2016, they won an OIA Division II championship. The same year, they knocked off Pearl City 14-12, essentially eliminating them from playoff contention. All right, so they're trying to make a run back into the Final Four. A ton of numbers. A lot of challenges facing here tonight for a squad that has a lot of heart, though. We're going to see a lot of effort tonight here from this group, too.
And you always see that with Waialua. And by the way, Gary Wirtz has an all-time beard. But, that's like a sea captain type of beard.
Yeah.
But at any rate, they're scrappy. They may be just 33 strong, but they're going to play two ways. They're going to fly around. They're going to make some plays. So, I love playing against Waialua. Even way back when Kapolei was a D2 team and we were just starting out in the old white division. Waialua, they give you all you can handle. They're tough.
Give me a grinding wow in terms of how good that beard is.
That beard is a wow. I love it. At Sea Captain, it's almost to Grandmaster Magician length.
It's wonderful. And the wizard that is Gary Wirtz trying to get his guys all fired up. 0-3 on this season. Got to limit down the turnovers, maybe shorten the game, but still in the race here. Their first league game that they're playing this season. It's the Chargers and the Bulldogs on Spectrum OC16.
Aloha. You may have seen our commercials throughout the pandemic thanking our hardworking members. They work tirelessly to keep us powered up and connected to the world. But this goes out to all of you, Hawaii. Thank you for being so patient and supporting our members through it all. We would not be here without you. Now that we are through the worst of it, we wanted to thank all of you for your continued support. So if you see one of our members out there, make sure you give them a shaka and a smile. We appreciate you.
Since 1993, Alternate Energy has been providing energy savings for Hawaii's homeowners.
We started off with standard solar systems. As costs arose and our customers' needs evolved, so did we.
Today, we're a one-stop shop, offering solar, air conditioning, battery storage, and more.
We're here to help you tackle Hawaii's toughest energy problems together. Go green, save money, and live smarter with Alternate Energy. Call today.
Can the V6-powered Nissan Frontier catch 600 pounds of cargo on the fly? Not that you would, but you could. Nissan, #1 in new vehicle quality. Now get $3,500 customer cash on Frontier.
Welcome back to Game Day Hawaii, presented by Pizza Hut.
There are certain places on the island where the sunsets are unmatched. Pearl City is one of them. Waianae's in that group as well. Spectacular skyline as we get set for the Chargers and the Bulldogs. Let's go around the end zone. This is the only Oahu game on this Thursday night, so we're going to go around the end zone for tomorrow for a Farrington homecoming night where all of you are invited. It's Lele and Farrington. We'll have that for you on Spectrum XCast. Game Day Hawaii delivered by Pizza at 7:15. Then Kuku will take on the #1 team in the country in a modern day, last year's national championships. Watch out, Moanalua OIA, that's a great Division I matchup as well. And Waianae and Nanakuli, a couple of cousins essentially going after it. And so the Sea Riders will try and go to 5-0 for the first time in a quarter century. We got to see the knockoff Radford. That Division I race, those last two matchups, they are extra spicy here moving forward in the race to the Final Four and the OI Division I tournament.
No, I like that Waianae-Nanakuli matchup. It's a classic, again, brothers on the west side. And, you know, Nanakuli, no slouch. They are putting up a lot of points. They're throwing the ball around. So both teams non-traditional with passing attacks to be envied. So So it's going to be fun to watch.
And in that division, there's about 6 teams that could realistically make a strong run for the OIA tournament, and only 4 will qualify there. Nanakuli almost beat Moanalua, too, last week. Moanalua hung on to win that one by a couple of scores. What happens here in the OIA Division 2 as your Week 5 begins here atop the hill at Bino Neves Stadium? It's the Pearl City Chargers and the Waialua Bulldogs. Thanks for watching Game Day Hawaii, delivered by Pizza Hut.
Every college journey begins with opportunity. Whether it's a trade, 2-year degree, or 4-year degree, the possibilities are endless. But doubts may arise. Am I ready? Can I afford this? With scholarships, advisors, and your own resilience, you'll build a bridge to success. The climb won't be easy, but the rewards are worth it. Career growth, higher earnings, and skills for life. Each step forward makes you stronger. Lock in. Begin your journey today.
Honey, our electric bill is out of control. Not again.
Okay, we put this off for too long. Time to make a switch.
Solar Tech Industries is committed to making the transition to solar easy, from installation of new PV systems to upgrading or replacing your existing system. As a trusted solar provider for over 12 years, you can count on us long after your install.
This is fantastic. Only $35.
From sunrise to sunset, Solar Tech is your best bet.
How's it? I'm Jimmy Bender. You're watching Spectrum XCast.
Purple and white, it's time to saddle up. No time to horse around if you want to make a run at a divisional crown. Today, the big dogs on the block are hungry for their first win of the season. Pearl City, Waialua, Thursday night football on OC 16. And your Week 5 begins here at Bino Neves Stadium, where a light mist has entered the ballpark and 2 teams trying to catch hot at the right time with the playoffs coming up in about 6 weeks. Welcome to Pearl City and the OIA on Spectrum OC 16. We are ready for the 2-2 Chargers and the 0-3 Bulldogs of Waialua. Right now, half of the teams already picked up a win on the season. Roosevelt was via forfeit over Waialua. Pearl City knocked off McKinley by a couple of scores. Still, the lines of separation going to be more clearly drawn over these next few weeks, as half of this group will qualify for the OIA tournament. And welcome to Week 5. Hi, everyone. Great to have you with us. My man, Darren Hernandez. Jimmy Bender's coming up. Felipe Ojastro. Pearl City, we see what they can do over the course of this season. Knocked off Kohala, tough loss against Kaiser, beat down by Moanalua, beat McKinley. Waialua only has 33 players here today. So how do the Bulldogs navigate this challenge tonight if they want to pick up their first win?
Yeah, it's a big challenge for Waialua. As you mentioned, 33 players. They're playing both ways. You know, they got ran out of town by Waimea. They gave up 41 points to Waimea, 51 to Eagle Valley. So they're hurting right now as far as a team. 0-3, a forfeit. There's nowhere to go but up here. So they just got to band together, be their scrappy selves, and take it one play at a time and try to create turnovers and try to run the football.
This is the healthiest that Waialua has probably been all throughout the season. Those guys right there, the 4 or 5 that's in that shot, those are the leaders in this group looking to pick up this win here for the red and the gray. Jimmy Bender talked to both coaches. Here he is with the new City Nissan Field Report. Jimmy.
Yeah, thanks a lot, guys. And it wouldn't be Pearl City without a little little bit of rain coming down, too, to start this one. As far as Pearl City goes and Robin Kami, what he's looking for out of his crew tonight, playing loose. Hopefully they can get that passing game going, just kind of a let-it-fly attitude. Meanwhile, on the Waialua side, Gary Wirtz saying the main thing he needs to see from his team tonight is heart, kind of that playing for your other brother mentality, kind of like what we saw in that Kalaheo game last year where they came from behind, all willing it that type of way. That's what he's looking for tonight, guys. Send it back to you.
And so the Bulldogs will try and pick up a win over the Chargers for the first time in nearly a decade. A light mist here at Bino Neves Stadium. The flag is out for both teams. Held by Smiley here for the Bulldogs. All ready to go for kickoff between the Chargers and the Bulldogs on Spectrum OC16.
This Spectrum OC16 sports presentation is sponsored by Pizza Hut and Taco Bell.
The new Crafted Flats from Pizza Hut. 5 handcrafted recipes with more toppings, all for you. There's no reason not to get one or try all 5. New Crafted Flats are just $5 each till 5 p.m. and available till close. Only from Pizza Hut.
Hey, I got the job. So I can go part-time. Yes!
Some days bring new opportunities. First Hawaiian Bank can help you say yes to making the most of them. Manage your accounts, earn cash back, and when you need advice, we're here for you.
We should really get him into an art program.
No matter where your journeys take you, you can bank on the best. First Hawaiian Bank. It all starts with yes.
New Crafted Flats from Pizza Hut are just $5 each till 5 p.m. Choose from 5 handcrafted recipes you won't want to share.
Mom!
And you don't have to. The new Crafted Flats, just $5 each till 5 p.m. and available till close, only at Pizza Hut.
Sunday, Hawaii prepares for the Red Storm of St. John's in the final match of the Outrigger Invitational. Rainbow Wahine Volleyball on OC16, exclusively on Spectrum.
Pearl City's won the last 6 head-to-head meetings against the Bulldogs. As we mentioned, it was that magical year for Waialua en route to Aloha Stadium and knocking off Waipahu for the OIA Division II championship. It was, at the time, the first OIA championship for Waialua in more than 60 years, led by the head coach, the great Lincoln Barrett. We're here at Bino Neves Stadium. As we mentioned, Waialua, this game was supposed to be on their campus, but they just laid in new grass in the offseason. So the entire time since summer ball, Waialua has been practicing on their baseball field. So the grass is still settling in. Pearl City and Reed Shigemas has been very kind to host as the visiting team here today. You see Gary Wirtz, the head coach. 41-12 loss to Waimea, 51-6 loss to Eagle Valley of Colorado. They hope to turn things around, hoist an OIA plaque when it's all said and done. And later tonight, we'll hand out an Impact Player flag, courtesy of Mike's Engraving and Trophies, the official trophy providers for Spectrum OC16 Sports. For all your special achievements, call Ryan at Mike's Engraving and Trophies. They are located in OIA. Well, the plaque out here. Of course, each team will get one, as we always do per the tradition. 30-plus years strong. Oh, there you go. Got a Charger horse out there. Pearl City will kick it off here after Waialua won the toss and elected to receive. So Jun Christian Wilson, the soccer athlete here for the Chargers, will kick it towards Hayes Ramos, formerly of Lelehua, now in his second year with Waialua. Pearl City didn't have enough guys on the field, eligibility-wise, and properly equipped. So Josefa Miller has to come in. And Miller now has to come out because he wasn't properly equipped. And so Miley will come in.
And that's usually the pants got to be over the knees. You have to tuck in your jersey and shirt. And then you can't have a eye black that's hanging down.
Right. And the sophomore kicks it away. This one is going to be fielded at the 14 by Sky Hirota. And Hirota, oh, good job to slip by, and he's got 2 blockers to beat. Long way to go there. Good return here for Waialua. Got to the 40. Makaya Naknak comes in to make the tackle as we swing in the Zippy starting lineups first for the Waialua Bulldogs. So Emery Abilla, who was third in pass yards last year in the OIA Division II. It's a little over 1,300. He comes in his third year on the varsity squad. All right, offensive line. A lot of them going to play both ways. Legend Lindley Molina, Caleb Shriver, Kealoha, Drayden Pakaria, Mashaden Lele, Brendan Zorn, unsung heroes. Jasa Pauza, stable back. They go to the air. Look out for Caden Soriano Pascual, not the tallest at 5'2", but man, he can get shot out of a cannon in a hurry. He had a pretty good game against Eagle Valley a couple of Thursdays ago. And more shifting and switching in this lineup. Opening drive here for the Bulldogs begins at the 38. And it begins with a run for Jasa Pau, and Pau gets plowed through. Micaiah Naknak comes in to make the tackle as he's slow to get up. And Naknak, one of a couple of Naknaks on this team and a very vital part of this defense. And man, he's kind of feeling the pain right now and kind of see it in the eyes. And he leads this defense, brought to you by Zippies, which lines up like this. Ku Minor, he does everything on this team. Eosefa Miller, he's great too. They go to the secondary. Rylan Kiheva is the only freshman in this group. Tyson Yuen, excellent DB too, including Tayden Elazar Texera, who had the only interception on the defensive side against McKinley last week for Robin Tommy's Pearl City Chargers. 2nd and 9. Abilla going to take it to the air and take it right into the hands of Hayes Ramos. And Ramos clears the midfield stripe, and the ball came out. And the Chargers hop on it. It's Eosefa Miller. Waialua had 2 turnovers on their first 2 drives against Eagle Valley, a team from Colorado 2 weeks ago. It kind of bites them again, unfortunately, here for the Bulldogs.
And just when they're, I mean, they had 2 nice, I mean, they put together 2 nice plays on this drive, and to see it end up with a turnover, wow, that's tough.
Tayden Elazar Texera punched that football out. And what a start here for the Charger defense. And coming across here is Waialua Ruben Berlin. Kyle Galdera, our referee tonight.
Encroachment on the defense, 5-yard penalty, still first down.
Robin Kami saying, you know, offensively, you know, we're doing okay. But it's the defensive side we really got to kind of tighten up. 34 points against McKinley. And they're going to kill this one. They come across. Berlin looked like he was trying to jump on that side. They let the play go, and then the whistle occurred. This might be another free 5.
Encroachment, defense, 5-yard penalty, first down.
And that's Berlin twice in a row.
Got a free first down already via penalty. All right, here's the offensive starters here for the Chargers. You know the usual suspects. Alohi Gaspar, very good running back too. Expect him to get a lot of carries this evening. He's averaging 8 a carry this season. And Torres going to throw it out. Here's Noah Sullivan. And Sullivan got a downfield block before he gets hung on to. Good tackle here from Jensen Fujishige, third-year varsity man, to make the stop at the 39. Pick up a few yards there. Here's the defense brought to you by Zippies. All right, Kaipo Suanaka Manners, he's excellent. 4 years with this program. Hayes Ramos is going to play both sides. Jeremiah Kahalevai, if they go to the air, that is a intercepting type of player that can play center field and make an impact. Sullivan stepped out of bounds after he was tagged there by Fujishige. No gain.
And you see the same names that was on the O-line for Waialua, the same names across the D-line. So how long can they play at a high level? Conditioning will definitely be a factor for the Bulldogs.
Torres likes to get the ball out fast. This pass rush is going to be put to the test here for Waialua. This is 3rd and 5. 5 on the drop. The throw is caught. Good for a first down for Noah Sullivan. 3 targets to him, and Sullivan already getting some major activity to the 33-yard line.
The Sullivan show here early. He has been the main guy. Wide open on the perimeter, over the middle. Nice moves. It looked like he was going to lose yardage.
Gaspar the run here. He'll take it to the 30-yard line. Kama McKeek likes to typically go with pace here. He has a nice mix of the run and the pass. The last time we saw him and this offense against Waialua, tied the game at one point. Then Waialua had an avalanche of an offense. From there on out, lost 55-7. This one dropped by Christian Kiheva, the senior. And a late flag comes out. Maybe a continuation on that after Sky Hirota was guarding him. Question is, if it was late, I don't know how malicious that was. That just kind of looked incidental here.
Yeah. Yeah, that did not look like much.
After the play, personal foul, 12 defense.
Wow.
15-yard penalty results in a first down.
Wow.
Let's see if there was anything extra out of this. I mean, from up here where we were. Okay, so ball's out.
I mean, he shoves him, but they're inbounds.
Yeah, I would disagree with that. I don't think it was extremely excessive.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Shoving is fine in football.
You shove me all the time. Takes it to the red zone. Here comes Ikaika Torres. To the right. He gets tripped up. Man, Fujishige already 3 tackles so far in this opening drive. But we're seeing that fight that you nailed at the top of the show, man, from Waialua here.
Yeah, they are, they made mistakes early. The fumble killed them. But here they are. I mean, they're not going to give up. They're going to continue to play hard. And Fujishige does such a nice job. Arm under the blocker, squares up, makes a great tackle.
Should more utilized on the defensive side. He can play offense as well. After the tackle for loss, makes it 2nd down and 11.
Ready. Go.
And a penalty flag down, man. They're really trying to jump on the snap, and some miscommunication on that defensive side.
Encroachment, defense, 5-yard penalty, still 2nd down.
It's the 3rd one here in this opening defensive drive for the Bulldogs. You see legend Lindley Molina.
That's a big boy, 6'1", 290. He's going to anchor the middle of the D-line and the O-line all night long.
Chargers have a game against Kaimuki after this, before they have Roosevelt a couple weeks after that. And on the give, it's Gaspar. Near the first down line, legend Lindley Molina comes in to make the tackle. Gaspar coming off 5 carries and 20 yards in that 21-point win over McKinley last week.
That was it. The ball came out at the end there. Molina caused the fumble, but again, in the pile, the referee did not see it.
Rolled down. This makes it 1st and goal officially. 1st and goal. All right, now another flag. Kind of unusual here to see this many potential encroachment calls, but was it initiated by the offense? Let's see.
Encroachment, defense, half the distance to the goal, still 1st down.
Encroachment. I mean, this is the 4th game. Usually you have most of that, out of the way. To have 4 on the first drive on your 4th game is very unusual.
Let's go.
Gaspar the back here.
No. Ready. Go.
1st and goal. Torres to the air and caught for the touchdown. Christian Kiheva. 3rd of the season.
That big offensive line giving Torres all the time in the world. Actually, prior to the snap, the right guard, number 63, Nofo, looked like he moved a little. But it went undetected, so a touchdown.
And John Christian Wilson, who's only missed 2 extra points all season. Part of the Rush 09 Soccer Club. He's a good slide tackler. 1st year playing football. And before all of that, some extra shifting.
Look at the trees in the background, the scenery at the Pearl City.
Encroachment.
You gotta love
Defense, half the distance. Replay the try.
I mean, right behind the school here, there's trails, and there's a lot of people go pig hunting.
Have you ever?
No, I have. Well, not here. I have before, but not here.
You actually went pig hunting, really?
Yeah, I did. I was a kid. I didn't know what I was doing. I was forced to.
Who forces a child to pig hunt?
My brother forced me.
I got you.
Peer pressure.
Here's the lefty kicker, Christian Wilson, up a high snap, good recovery, and that one is clean. Knocks it through. All the penalties, 5 of them in total in the opening drive for the Bulldogs. AIDS, Torres, and Christian Kieva. And the Chargers offense as PC strikes first blood.
This is it.
This is where our family is from?
Well, it's where I first told your mom I like her after school one day.
What did she say?
I ordered chili.
I want chili. I thought our family came from Mililani.
The packs are back. The Vegas pack, loaded with all-time Hawaii favorites. The popular Surf Pack and Surf Pack Deluxe, now with furikake. Available daily for a limited time. Hurry and pack it on today.
Around here, the environment is everything. And that's what makes Honda your perfect island ride. Honda is Kelley Blue Book's KBB.com best value brand. That means big deals on Honda hybrids, including Accord Hybrid, CR-V Hybrid, and Civic Hybrid. And for the second year in a row, all 3 Honda hybrids made the Car and Driver 10 Best list. So for the cars you can count on and the dealers you can trust, see your Hawaii Honda dealer today.
This week on Cooking Hawaiian Style, presented by the Hawaii Community Foundation, right here at the Royal Lahaina Resort and Bungalows. Tanya's going to be joining us. What are you going to make?
I'm going to be making fajitas with a twist.
All right, you're not going to want to miss this one. It's Cooking Hawaiian Style.
Well, there you see the Chargers scoring drive, 2:03 in total. Christian Kieva, number 1, made the catch here for the Chargers. His 3rd of the season, and there you see Robin Kami and company coaching in his 112th game as the Pearl City head coach. Waialua coughed up the football, then had 5 penalties. This is a pooch kick and a fair catch called right at around the 37-yard line. Ryan Sato, good job to squeeze that one in as the rain has re-entered Bino Neves Stadium. Officially, they're marked at the 40-yard line.
This is a nightly occurrence. Every day it rains in Pearl City. Every day, no matter what.
Okay, well, I don't know if the horse should. Also, his hands are purple, but the actual horse is a different color. But I love the effort, though.
Horses should get wet. Come on.
Yes. If you learn anything from today, that's that. From the 40-yard line, Emery Abilla back on for his 2nd series. On the move, here comes Caden Soriano Pasquale. He's only 5'2", he's only a $110. His nickname is Bullet for a guy who played some JPS ball. The last 2 seasons, he was the water boy on this Waialua team, and he gets his first catch of the night for a gain of 3.
Well, he is electric. You can see when you're 5'2", 110, you better be fast because they're coming after you.
Yeah, he was a handful for Eagle Valley, team from Colorado, as you mentioned, to deal with on the offensive side because he finds a soft spot of the defense, and he's just very shifty in space. 2nd and 7, and through the hands of Soriano Pasquale, incomplete. I think one of the things that you learn, especially when you're that young, and he is a freshman, is that when a pass goes out like that, you want to continue that play and at least secure the ball, because you never really know when this potentially could be ruled as a lateral. It was forward, though.
Yeah, it could cost you a game.
Emery Abilla, soccer athlete, grew up in Wahiawa. He came to Waialua his sophomore year. A couple of the guys that are on this team, he went to Iliahi Elementary with. Those are the other 2. They're leaders in this group. Includes Hayes Ramos and Hogan Guerrero. Abilla tries to work the stick. This ball is pulled in. Bryson Williams was there, and he ended up about a yard shy of the first down at the 49-yard line. Travis Corpuz does a good job to push him out of bounds.
Nice protection here and a nice throw and catch. Good grab here. Well executed. You got to go for it.
You might have to, I think. Close, he was right on that first down line too, and then I want to see where that ball was. It's 4th and 1. Oh, it's through the hands of Abilla. It's kicked around. He kicked it himself, and the soccer athlete tried to bat it forward, and a penalty flag is down, maybe for an illegal kick and bat. There's a massive pileup here at the 43.
All right, are you going to call kicking or batting? Because both occurred, seemed like it.
And you're going to see it here, and he tried to get this thing forward. Right there. And the flag came from the near sideline. And either way, it's going to be Pearl City ball nonetheless.
It would be wild if you could kick the ball. That's part of the rules.
But during play, right?
After the play, personal foul, Waialua, 15-yard penalty. First down, Pearl City.
And that's what that penalty is about.
I wanted him to name the penalty. Is it kicking?
Right there. Now that looked like an intentional kick too.
I love it.
Takes it to the 30-yard line. And so a couple of costly turnovers here early on for Waialua. So it's Aiden Minami, the new running back here. And a short field for the Chargers to work with. Kama McKeague changing the play call now. Four in the pattern, a shot down the field for Teixeira, incomplete. Oh, Teixeira, that's the money man too. Averaging 16 a grab this year, would have been his 5th touchdown. Got behind the defense. That ball sailed a little long.
Yeah, he had a couple of steps on the defenders. Great protection. Look at the ball spin. Torres just laying it out there, just a little overthrown.
Robin Kami's been very pleased with what Case Teixeira has done this year, essentially in his first full year of varsity ball. A 10th grader who has 3 touchdowns, or caught a touchdown in all 3 games that he's played this year. Fake the give, Noah Sullivan in space. A block from Teixeira was enough, but he gets taken out of bounds. Not a lot of room out there. Jensen Fujishige, a tackling machine.
Man, Fujishige is a very impressive cornerback. He patrols that side. He comes up quickly. He can evade blocks. He's a great leg tackler.
Already 4 tackles already, 1 for loss for Fujishige, and another money down for the defense, 3rd and 5. Work it short, Teixeira gets eaten up. Where are they going to spot him? A tackle there by Fujishige. It's going to be a yard shy of the first down at the 21. Bring a 4th down coming up now.
Fujishige gives him the cushion, but not enough for him to move the sticks here. Nice reaction and tackle.
Of course, you got to go for it. AJ Garrido's the back, and Torres is going to fire it, and it's incomplete. Fujishige almost got the pick. It was intended for Teixeira, and a win here for Waialua's defense as they get the ball back on downs.
It's been the Fujishige show. I mean, not only did he make every tackle on the perimeter, but he almost came up with an interception here. That ball sailed high, and Fujishige just went right through his hands.
It wouldn't be the first time he would have gotten an interception on TV. He had one in the double overtime win last year on OC16 against Kalaheo. And that's just huge for confidence, I would imagine, here for a Waialua team that, you know, had some positives here and there, but trailing 7-0 right now. 6:43 to go, and Emery Abilla in the offense gets it back here for the 21. And on the ground, Jason Powell. Love Jason Powell's toughness too, by the way. Fourth year of the varsity team. His brother Tyson Powell was a former Waialua quarterback. He's the youngest of 5 Powell kids, which includes Tyson, Hunter, Caleb, Kamu, who's over Kamehameha. I was like, what does your brothers teach you? He's like, no be scared.
Well, he's 185 pounds, so that's a big back in D2, and he is very strong.
And he's a great student and kind of a headstrong kid, and kind of a guy that you want leading you in the battle, too, for the honorable mention selection last year. On the swing out, the throw here for Soriano. And Soriano Pascual got to hang on to that ball. Can't wait to see how he develops over these next 3 years, because he's earned his stripes playing JPS ball at Waialua and then helping out the team a year ago. Now he's getting some spotlight.
I mean, he is so quick. He's like a Mangito. He just has so much speed and energy. I love it.
Mangito, for our listening audience, is?
It's a tiny bird that lives in your lawn, on your lawn, and they very speedy and quick and
nice.
Little and cute.
And there's a big run. Ain't cute at all. That's just rugged. To the 39, Travis Corpuz on a Powell. And there's the first down run here for a Powell.
And this is the guy, a Powell. They have to get him going. I mean, he is a powerful runner, a north-south guy, a Civil War guy. He just goes straight north and south.
From the 39. Avila right back to a Powell on the right side. That's an area where Pearl City hasn't done too well in run defense this year. UN finally makes the tackle, but if guys like a Powell can gash him for 8 on first down, it's a good sign here. It's going to be a lot taxing for the guys in the trenches tonight.
Well, Powell, he had a big smile, and he's like, give me the ball. I want more.
His vision's gotten a lot better, too. He got a little banged up in the game against Eagle Valley. In part of the reason why the many injuries racked up as coming across there was Viliotu Mafi. This could be a free first down for the Bulldogs.
Encroachment on the defense, 5-yard penalty, results in a first down.
Yeah, so Waialua had a game against Roosevelt, a scheduled game last Friday, had to forfeit that one because of just all the injuries that have racked up. Need that extra week to get healthy. They did get healthy. And Emery Abilla says, you know, we're very prideful, and we play for our school, and we love Waialua, and that's one of the things that's kept this team motivated moving forward, despite losing 3 games this year. Four receivers here for Abilla. First and 10. And Abilla to the air and into the arms of Hayes Ramos. They love that route, too. Cut it right back to the middle to the 42-yard line. Gain of 5. UN makes the tackle.
You know, I really like this attack right now. They're running the ball with power, with a Powell, and then these perimeter screens forcing the Pearl City defense to not only solidify and run fit every gap up the middle, but also forcing them to defend horizontally as well.
Cor Reyes had a run on the field. He's the defensive end. They only had 10 guys to the Chargers. Now finally set as Abilla scrambling and firing. And this is, oh my goodness, for Sky Hirota. Sticky hands. Gets to the big line at the 35. Gain of 7, first down here for the Bulldogs. Wow.
Wow, Hirota, he definitely snags this. You know, it's a rollout, and the ball is thrown on the opposite side of where Hirota was expecting it. But he just turned and snags it. Wow. Beautiful job.
Hirota 445 receiving yards last year.
Beautiful. That is a highlight reel catch.
The 35, Abilla fires for Soriano Pascual, who got past the first wave, and bullet slips by everybody. Josefa Miller makes the tackle. And the Waialua offense humming right now.
What a drive so far. This is well executed, the RPO. And this bullet is shining right now.
Sometimes it's a harder guy to tackle. When he's just so shifty and just weaving and sifting through. Got it there. Mabila 7 of 8, 58 yards. And a timeout by Pearl City. 1 minute 42 seconds to go here in the opening quarter. And Waialua driving for the tie.
This Spectrum OC16 sports presentation is sponsored by New City Nissan.
My grandpa had a lot to teach me growing up. Basic tools can get you pretty far. Work hard, but never force it. And sometimes, things just don't go as planned. He also taught me where to go if I ever get stuck, where he trusted a knowledgeable and helpful staff, where he knew he could find what he was looking for. And I've been coming back ever since. City Mill, your Kama'aina hardware stores.
Servicing Hawaii for over 60 years, Lex Brody's is your best value for brakes and tires. And how does the competition stack up? Well, they don't, because we have the Lex Advantage. We are stacked with industry-leading warranties, Lex Rewards program with Cayman currency gift cards, Uber or Lyft rides on most services, easy online tire shopping, an online appointment app, and much, much more. Please visit